salve, salve parve, salve, salve, salve parve, salve, salve, salve parve, salve, salve, salve.
Sineluke angkor minus oblectate Nunc sumus mesentio Aeger stumus oblectate Nunc sumus barbarus albinus Culexet mialbino Ay, ah, ah, ah. Ay, ah, ah, ah.
Peores bonitas mea ipso munere bietus sum noster globus semper fluidentus et fine merit salve 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 parve salve 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 parve salve 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 parve salve salve salve.
Sineluke angkor minus oblectate Nunc sumus mesentio Aeger stumus oblectate Nunc sumus barbarus albinus Culexet mialbino Ay, ah, ah, ah. Ay, ah, ah, ah.
Et cursa pere de disco ita utridere puto durum rebar durum rerio va bene nil tanti salve 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 parve salve 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 parve salve 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 parve salve salve salve.
Sineluke angkor minus oblectate Nunc sumus mesentio Aeger stumus oblectate Nunc sumus barbarus albinus Culexet mialbino
Negatio, 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 negatio.
En atrospiranti, semisupino acuanti. Clades die mihi, cicatrices videntur. Et cum agis ego conor, eo minus cedit res. Sensus putrefium, dum vita transit. Oh, ignos que quod talis es, quod quedam consequibus, sciasit non navire, quam viste occultes, cum electos urgis, nullitas tu pereo, singulas sains caena me parva traetas. Cartas lusorias se ligó, praesentinsco propes. Inquisitiones en paquie, di coninzi verifichille. Motoreste ficunde nuo, simulatio habet fines. Animus non idem est, ex abnegatione ortus. Oh, eunuc semper maereo, musica male sonnat, scio id non abire, quam vis me occulte, si electo surgis, et me ad stantem invenis apertis oculis, pagelam combure me parva attraetas. Semper maereo, musica male sonna, scisit non abire, quam viste occultes, si forte lecto surgo, stupentem et solum in prescaenio, me invenis me parva attraetas. Delectatione nauseatus, praevidio quod venient. Imago mortuorum, in mente mea manet. Custodes ad Deum iurant, manubalistas amorem dare, sed scio amicos et me, terga daturos certe, si electo surgis, in veninos inviat content, saxumet, viram ferme parva attraetas. Eunuc semper maereo, musica male sonnat, scio id non abire, quam vis me occultem, si electo surgis, et me ad stantem invenis apertis oculis, pagelam combure me parva attraetas. 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 Ad stantem apertis oculis, pagelam combure me parva attraetas.
In prima itineris parte, omnia vitae intueba, erant tante aves, saxa et res, arena, coles et orbes. Primum quod vidimus cabombans fuit, et celum sine ulla nube, calor manius et telusica, sed aer soni plenus erat. Eremunt transi vectus sine nomineco, mihi placuit pluviem nullam pati. Inneremo, tu nomem recordaris, nam nemodes quinte ullo modo vexet, la 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 la.
Hey everyone. Good morning everyone. Good afternoon. good evening, depending on where in the world you guys are. Oh no, St. Albinus, that's ancient Greek. You're doing the wrong language. Hello everyone, hello, 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 hello. Salvete, salvete. It is a horse with no name in Latin. I literally searched. What is it? Smells like Teen Spirit in Latin, and then I'm just clicking on the related videos. Very professional setup, guys. Who makes things like this? Latin nerds. Do you know how many job opportunities there are once you've learned Latin? Not many. You have to monetize it somehow. Fuck. It is fun. It is fun. I'm very rusty. I apologize in advance for everything that will go wrong in this stream because I'm 100% going to get stuff wrong. I'm very out of practice and rusty. So I apologize in advance if I get anything wrong, because I will 100% get stuff wrong. 100%. Oh, I forgot to turn off this starting soon thing. Fuck. Oh yeah. Also, is the music kind of loud? Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Hello everyone. Let me say hello to everyone very quickly before we get a wiggle on, because I'm on a tight schedule today. Because it's Easter. What a time to start teaching Twitch chat Latin on the day that Jesus comes back to life. So hello everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Hello Stream Elements. Hello Clear's Big Brain. Hello Sploop. Hello Q. Hello Specialist. Hello Author. Hello Amdaddle. Hello, Fallen Emperor. Let me find the next one. That's ancient Greek. That's not Latin. Oh, here we go. Oh, this works. I do like some Arctic monkeys. I do like some Arctic monkeys. Hello, Hudson. Hello, Empty Bottle. Hello, Sun Albinus. Hello, Clown Wrangler. Hello, Kobolds. Hello, Turbo Dvelt. Hello, Hydration Knight. Welcome, welcome. First time chat. You got the box. You've got the first time box. Hello, welcome. Hello, Casman. Hello, Sun Albinus. Hello, Orange Crable Man. Hello, Norilla. Hello, Chumpbuck. Hello, Javustas. And hello, Kamikaze. Hello, Shmada Tiger. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Jets. Hello, Lally. Hello, Fake Strange. Am I missing anyone? No. Hello, Manical Florina. Hello, Jet Power Tricycle. Hello, Nanara. Been waiting for the stream for 3 years. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. It's going to be very disappointing then. Hello, Expansion. Hello, Alterson. Hello, Shadow Sky. Hello, Watcherman. And I think that's everyone. If I scroll real quick, oh, hello, Freedom Fallout. Hello, Happy Jalapeno. Hello, Robert Mood. Hello, Potassium Ton. Hello, Apocalypse. Hello, A Moving Great Library. Hello, oh gosh. Hello, Levinson. Hello, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, hello, Big Blueberry. Hello, Jub Jub. Hello, Jut Drake. Latin is a requirement for being a Gyaru e-girl. Well, I guess I'm about to fail being a Gyaru e-girl. I'm sorry. I think that's everyone, guys. I think that's everyone. Oh no, hello, Gerwich. Hello, Shark Prinny. Sorry, not Shadow Prinny. Hello, DZ Denton. Oh my gosh, so many people. So many people. Hello, Xbill. Hello, Just Be Casual. Hello, Belveto. Hello, Pyroball. Salvete. Salvete, everyone. Hello, Texas Wholesome. Oh gosh, there's so many people. Freedom Fallout, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. How How about we get straight into the lesson? How about we get straight into the lesson, huh? Be a good idea if we got straight into the lesson. Okay, well, I need to move myself out so I don't take all the screen. Why is an MRI machine on your throne? To save money. I have to get yearly MRIs. Hello, Epic and Magikarp. Welcome. Oh, I'm zooming in and out. Yeah, hang on. Huh. Someone's just broken into my studio. What are you doing here?
Good morning, Miss Cleo.
Surprise clap. Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, Miss Cleo, is it Latin again? Miss? Is
Okay.
it like a dead language, Miss?
It is. It is a dead language. Yes. Why are we learning this? I don't know. I had to do it for my PhD, and that was. Ooh. I'm sure glad I did that.
Good morning, Cleo. Good morning, chat. Good morning, everybody.
Get in. Hey, everyone.
It's okay. I also have a useless PhD. We live this reality together.
We got big. Oh, what is this?
BFAs. Ooh, massive BFAs.
She got real. Amicus amici, amicum amigo.
Chat, she's doing seances. She's already trying to summon the devil.
No, I was reading. I was reading for chat. I was reading for chat.
Trying. No. I know the truth.
Music's a bit loud. Yeah. I'll get that. Sorry, my dog wants to leave.
Oh my god. If you go, I can teach chat Latin. I know everything. I got this book. I've been doing research. I've been practicing. The Latin for cherry boy is a Charavalis boboyus.
I think we might not keep going with the whole Latin background music because it's a lot of lyrics, and that kind of gets in the way of when you're trying to talk.
I love a bit of like royalty-free Baroque music. It doesn't. It's not really from the Baroque era. They just put that word. On it.
Royalty-free Baroque music.
Yeah, it just makes it sound like you're about to, I don't know, like make
Conquer
a
the
royal
world.
decree.
Mm-hmm.
Very professional. Let me see if I can make my face less.
This is a 2-minute video.
Crunchy.
This is a 2-minute video. 1 sec.
2-minute video. Come on.
Oh, here we go.
3-hour royalty-free.
History Baroque jazz music? No.
Ooh.
Classical music, Baroque music? No. I should have looked this up earlier. It's just I'm getting
it's
the
all good.
best
Take
of
your
I'm getting the
time.
best of Baroque music and nothing royalty free.
Oh, I made myself look worse.
Oh
Don't
no!
don't mind me. I'm messing with the settings.
Don't mind
I'm
me.
messing with the Baroque jazz.
I'll just go with some of the classics of Cleo IT students,
Oh yes.
which is the Persona 5 OST with
Ah,
cafe
yes.
sound effects in the background, and rain
Wonderful.
apparently.
Oh, the rain stuff is the chef's kiss. It is the.
Oh, for my 4th Crusade lecture.
I thought you were just claiming that you did the Fourth Crusade. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so
no,
how
no,
was that
yeah,
like?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
for your
yeah,
own personal
yeah,
Fourth Crusade that you.
But for the 4th Crusade lecture,
You took way too long.
I did. I
between
took.
that pause.
It was a pregnant pause. It was a very pregnant pause. Let me move this over. Oh god. Oh god.
She was there. For Cleo's personal Fourth Crusade.
Yeah, my personal 4th Crusade. I was there when it was written. When I was doing the lecture and I uploaded it to YouTube, I got dinged for rain.
For rain?
Yeah,
The
I
sound
I got copyright struck for rain. I have no idea how that happens.
MG Music Productions be like.
I have no idea how that happened.
We are
It's
the
just-
owners and manufacturers of rain.
Yeah, like there's just like because I think it was just like because I forgot to trim down the video, so there's like a portion where I went for like a toilet break,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's just rain in the background, and YouTube copyright is just like, yep, that belongs to this person.
Oh man.
Let me quickly change the channel. How do I tag someone? I've never done this before. How do I tag someone?
In the title, you just put @ and then my user and just Jean Famas.
@Jets.
No, that won't work. I think that's I think you're just like at the American football team. I don't think it will be me. I mean, you can @the Jets if you want to. I don't know. I think people, from what I understand, they're not a good sports team. But I don't know. I think I have to be biased to them because they got my name.
Are they the New York Jets? Is that no? I'm thinking of the New York Jazz.
Wait, there's a sports team called New York Jazz?
No, there's something called the Jazz. And they're a basketball team. Oh, it's the New York Jets. Oh.
Yeah, it's me.
It's the Utah Jazz. Yeah, you know, Utah. It's right next it's right next to New York, so you know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That is,
yeah.
That is, I know that because I know all the states of America.
You do.
I do, yes.
Did it work? I did the thing through OBS. I found out yesterday or the day before that I can do that through OBS and not have to. I've been doing it through Twitch.tv every single time.
Okay, like I why does that blunder seem adorable?
Every time I've had to edit it manually through.
Oh, clear. Well, that's incredible. I mean, OBS is like the reason why people use Streamlabs is because it is a way you can get lost in OBS. You can get lost in the sauce.
You absolutely can. I'm always lost in the sauce, as the kids say. Hi, Kyroxen. Hi, Fuliculi. Hi, Idnu. I forget. Oh, Idnu, I forgot what you wanted me to refer to you as. Oh, God. Ammo Senex? You love old men? What?
What? Ammo Senex?
Yeah, that's what that means.
I feel like I'm being targeted.
No, Claire. Senex is literally old man. Senex is literally old man. You cannot get out of this. It does not mean old women. It means old men. It's specifically a gendered term. Oh no, wait, you're saying they're saying they're saying that for you, Jets. Yes.
Yep.
Your Metal Gear Solid crushes on literally all of the old men. Yes.
Yep, exactly. I've been specifically targeted by recent media and chat commentary.
Yes.
I don't know where this narrative has come from.
I wonder where.
No. It's being very pushed heavily in my community. I don't know what's encouraged.
Jets, I've seen your comments about Ocelot and Liquid.
Hey, I mean, it's talking about old things. How about this old language in Latin that we're meant to be here to learn?
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you for getting me back on track. I hope this fits. Do I need to? I might need to move us ever so slightly.
It's okay. I can just be down here. I can be tiny little.
It's so big. It's okay. I tried to make some of the slides not just words, but I apologize in advance, Jets. There will be slides that are literally it's just entirely words. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope this goes well.
I'm gonna have a brilliant test.
Yeah, this is gonna be wonders for your dyslexia. I have my old notes from 2019.
That is charming.
All here. I have my Collins Latin Dictionary and Grammar book, the all-in-one guide to using Latin, which I think I've opened 5 times in the entire time that I've owned it for 4 years, because it turns out the internet is quicker than opening a book.
Yes. I mean, the only reason I have any physical books is like I like pictures. Art books have nice, beautiful, big pictures in them. Compared to like reading a book compared to the words on the paper, you could just copy and paste that shit into a document from the internet. Oh god, having to transwrite stuff, like having to move like stuff from paper into like a essay, horrible behavior. No one needs to like retype out quotes. Oh god, I imagine the quotes you'd be retyping out to would not just be small quotes. I imagine that'd be paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
Indented text.
Yeah, when you do Latin courses, you have to do like translate this page into Latin or English. I was much better at translating it into English than I was to actually typing in Latin.
Are there any specific characters to Latin, like an N or like an A or a B that's like shoved into each other and
get
to
to that.
sound like a thing?
We'll get to that. So they don't have special characters because obviously English is a Latin language. It's a Romance language.
Yes.
I was going to ask, you did German?
I have
You did
attempted
German.
in my times on this planet to learn German, French, and Japanese, and I feel like that's a self-report.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I know very, very, very minimal things on all those languages.
Yeah, that's
English
okay.
isn't a Romance language. What does English fall into the category of when it comes to linguistics?
Oh yeah, English isn't technically a Romance language because it's the bastard child of French and German.
That's
Yeah,
probably why I've learned them. It's because they're
think.
kind of related to each other.
it does use the same alphabet though. Yeah, English is Germanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
English is Serb. Yes. Yes. Why don't you know Latin? Will you teach us Finnish? No. Absolutely not. Yes. I guess we'll get the show on the road because I do have a time limit. Yes. Okay. Hello everyone.
go.
Welcome to Twitch and technically Version learns classical Latin. There's so many brackets. We're already in brackets. Double bracketing. Hello everyone. I typed something in Latin. I actually don't remember if it was correct or not. But Sawete igosum Clio IT profestrixum amo historiam. Which means, hello everyone, I am Cleo IT, I am a professor, and I love history, is what I tried to type. I have no idea if it's actually correct. I'm pretty sure it's correct. I might need to move myself a little bit.
It's interesting. Is ego the term for I?
Yeah, ego is the pronoun for I.
Yo, okay, that makes sense. That
You
makes
will
a lot of
notice-
sense.
you will-
The self,
yeah.
the ego.
You will notice a lot of words are pretty much just haven't changed since Latin. Like they never actually like evolved. They were just, we've just used them the exact same way the entire time. So I tried to include as many of those as possible because we're going to be going through the entire alphabet.
Disco means learn. Sorry, I just saw that in the chat. Disco is to learn.
Disco is to learn. Is it?
Because discotheque is what the original terminology of disco
Oh.
comes from, and discotheque is like an Italian word
No.
for like a.
Oh yeah.
party.
No. Yeah. To learn.
How
to
the
hear,
hell does that
get to know? Yeah.
get to be
Get
to know?
Yeah.
I guess discotheque to know makes sense if it was like it comes from like a social engagement, because the idea of a discotheque was going out and having a social engagement. To know. Oh god, sorry, my brain's.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it turns out we still use a lot of Latin words today. I did try and include as many as possible, just so like it makes it easier to understand. If you know any scientific terms for animals, that will also be helpful, because you probably know that the scientific terms for animal species is Latin.
Same with plants.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Is this why people still learn it? Because even though it's not used, it kinda is still used.
Yeah. Yeah, so like lupus is wolf. And if you look up the scientific name of wolves, it's lupus. And it's also now a disease, I guess, or an illness. I don't know. I actually don't know the etymology of the disease. I assume it's maybe related to wolves. Right?
And then canis, which is like canine.
Canis, canine, dog. Yep. Anyway, yes, I suppose I should get a wiggle on. Full disclosure, guys, I'm not a linguist, and I'm 100% most certainly going to make some mistakes today. The last time I seriously practiced Latin was 2019, and as it says there, if you don't practice a language, you lose the ability on how to speak it or you do it properly. And so, yes, I am going to try my best, but I apologize in advance if I get anything wrong. Also, there are multiple ways to learn Latin. This will just be a very basic introduction on how to learn Latin. I don't know, like, for the people in chat who already know Latin, you probably have learned it in a different way. So please bear with me, because I will probably brush over things that might seem important, but I tried to make it concise for the sake of, one, teaching Jets Latin, and also chat, and also to for time purposes. Because if I literally spend like 2 hours on just going through the alphabet, we're going to be here a while, and I have to run to my parents to go eat Jesus. I don't know. No, I'm not a cunning linguist. Cypress. Also, hello, Cypress.
Are you legally allowed to? Oh no, wait. Legally, are you? Oh, it depends what kinds of wing of the church. Oh wait, this is no. We're not gonna open up this can of the worms because we got people in Latin. But I was about to ask.
Oh, go for it.
Because some church you can just eat the Jesus. Other church you have to
body
do
of
a bunch
Christ.
of shit to eat the Jesus. Other churches you don't eat the Jesus, but some people eat the Jesus. Are you able to? Did you have to do anything to eat the Jesus? Because you're Irish, you're allowed to eat the Jesus.
I'm Irish Catholic, so we eat the body of Christ, but it's not like actually him. They're wafers.
Because like some religions believe it's actually, some believes it's not actually, some believe it's the spirit, some believes it's the physical. And
we are actually going to get into the reasons for the Protestantism if we keep going with this topic.
Yeah, exactly. Because I recently watched a
Schism.
half-hour long video about the differentiations about Christianity.
You did?
It's very interesting.
I would not have thought that would be up your alley.
No, I just usually recommends me things and I go, yes, for some reason right now I need to know it. I need to know this.
Nice.
But yeah, I technically did all the things you need to do to be able to eat the Jesus. I know all my prayers, and I know all the things. So if I go to any church right now, I say, hand me the Jesus. They have to.
They give you the Jesus.
They give me the Jesus.
You pull out the gun.
Yeah,
give me the Jesus.
Hand over all the Jesus. That's why, exactly. There's wafers in my exactly. Anyway, sorry.
Are there actually wafers on your throne?
Oh, I technically have to eat Jesus cereal at some point on stream. I'm going to eat Jesus cereal, and
That's
then
incredible.
the Lord's cereal, and then I'm going to play the Noah's Ark Doom mod.
Oh, wow.
Doom game.
Yeah?
Noah Ark 3D.
That sounds...
I think if I consume a hearty breakfast of Jesus, I'll be better at video games.
I don't know about that. Wait, have you seen the Jesus game that was put out by the Catholic Church?
Wait, is that the new one that hasn't been released? It was in beta. It's like I Am Jesus.
No, it's like an old sort of Doom boomer shooter, but instead of shooting, you use a cross, and you fix sinners. I don't know if it was the Catholic Church.
Because there's one where you're Noah's Ark and you're feeding all the animals, and it's just a Doom mod. It's just it's just using the Doom engine. But you're Noah's, and
Maybe
you're
that's
feeding
it?
the animals on the Ark. It's like Noah Ark 3D. That might be the one. There's also, I think chat suggested it to me. There's it's like a wrestling company that did a religious game.
Huh?
Wait, chat,
Really?
you guys were talking about this. It was like...
Good night, shared massive shots. Good night. Sorry.
Night. There's like a... Is it a wrestling group or something? And oh god, we are getting distracted. We've got a time to fill. But is it the New Testament? Maybe it's the New Testament. Where you play as like Jesus too. Wait, maybe that's the one. It was made by the guy that made wrestling games. Yes. I think that's the one I'm talking about. It was made by a person that made wrestling games. It's called the New Testament, and that's why I thought you might know it, because wrestling. Sorry,
No, that's okay. I've never heard of that. Wait, hang on. I'll look it up very quickly. I'm willing to just the U test. Oh wow. Okay, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I think I might play this. Yeah.
Wow, that's a game. That's definitely a game.
Yeah, it's made by a wrestling person.
It is. Oh right, yeah, I recognize the font boxes that's going on. Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Where's OBS? There we go. Oh.
His homemade wrestling game engine. Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. It is time. It is time to move on from the second slide.
Yes. I'm not procrastinating because I'm scared of learning Latin.
No, that's okay.
No, not at all.
Smidge you over a little bit. There we
go.
Welcome everyone. I figured we'd start off with the alphabet because the alphabet is pretty important for learning a language. It's normally pretty good to learn the alphabet before you learn the language. And so yes, the Latin Roman alphabet, like the classical Latin alphabet, actually has 23 letters. And so you're probably thinking, well, which ones are missing? If you look over on the right-hand side of the slide, you can actually see a pamphlet from 1541, which has the entire alphabet on it. And so it has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, X, Y, Z. Because classical Latin did not have W, it did not have J. Well, yes, it's U, not V. And it's also missing... I've forgotten. What's the other one that's missing? Okay, yeah. Oh, no, there is a K. Cleo, did you make Jets wear the dunce cap? No, I didn't. She put it on herself. I've forgotten the other letter that's missing, guys. Why are we doing this? Because it's fun. It's fun. UWJ. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, UWJ. In fact, the reason we called WW is because of Latin. Because in the medieval times, they were like, we have these letters that we put two U's together to make an oo sound, or like a w sound rather. What if we call it the W?
Oh, the Clint. Wait, what? Wait. Hold. It's the W.
Yeah, it's W because it was two U's. It was two w sounds. So together, and then the medieval were like, instead of writing two characters, we should just make a new character and put it into one. And so yeah, that's why we call it. That's why we call it W. Is because it's really cool. Some medieval guys were like, you know what? Fuck writing two U's. We're doing one shape instead. We're making our own letter. And so that's why we have W.
Like a life realization moment. W is W. That's crazy. Yeah. That's so cool.
Is it double V when it's capital W? Well, so they didn't have use. They didn't have. I mean, it's so confusing. Okay, I'm gonna get confused. It looks like a double V.
W being a double V is like, it can technically just be down to the typography. Like there's types of typography that have like W.
Yeah,
like
so
rounded form.
U
like
and
M.
Yeah, specialist is correct. U and V are technically the same letter in Latin. So they say w. So like virtus is virtus. It's spelled virtus, but you say virtus.
Virtus.
Because they didn't have a v sound. They said it as a w.
A w.
A w. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, the Roman alphabet was adopted from the Greek alphabet, and the Greek alphabet was in turn adopted from the Phoenicians, if I was to say it in Latin, but Phoenicians is how it is. Yeah, Phoenicians. Do you know anything about the Phoenicians, Jess?
Phoenicians, they're in the Bible, around because it's First and Second Corinthians. Phoenicians, Ecclesians? Like, is there a book of the Bible called the Phoenicians? No, I'm getting confused, but they're in there. somewhere.
They are in there, yes.
Yes. That's probably how I know
I
it.
just hydrated. Don't worry. Thank you. The hydration thing. But yes, Latin has... I don't know where I was going with this sentence. Oh God, what have I done? But yeah, so yeah. So typically, oh yeah, I was gonna say, the Phoenicians predate the Greeks essentially, and they conquered a lot of the coastal area of the Mediterranean or settled there, like colonies and stuff. Hello, trendy tortoise.
Yeah, someone pointed out, I'm thinking of Ephesians, not Phoenicians. Yeah, I'm thinking of the book of
yeah.
Ephesians. But I'm pretty sure they're in there somewhere doing stuff.
Yeah.
And merchants. Yeah. And they were like along the coastlines?
Yeah, so they sell a lot of cities like Tyre, Tunis, Carthage was actually a Phoenician city.
I guess it makes sense that the language then permeated if they were merchants and traveling.
Yeah.
Because like the way that would have communicated and kind of like moved across Europe.
Yeah. So quite literally, the Greeks were like, "This is pretty good,"
and
they were like, "Let's just copy this." And so,
nice.
and then the Romans are literally quite literally Greco-Boers, and we're just like, "This is pretty good. Hey, how about we?" Literally, all of Roman society is just based off or stolen from Greeks.
Yes, because honestly, I've always thought this as a young person that because it's like even Greco-Roman is like a thing, because you just say Greco-Roman in like the art world to refer to a stylization, because it just really feels like they're stealing, and by stealing,
100%, they literally
taken everything.
They literally took
like,
everything.
Oh, I'll have this. Like go for a shopping spree with like a bottomless card, a little bit of that, a little bit of this.
Yeah. Oh yes, you are technically correct in that Latin script was also from the Etruscans as well. Yes. Some of it was stolen from the Etruscans. Yeah. The Etruscans were the proto-Italians before the Romans.
Okay. Yeah.
And they actually have temples. We're getting a bit too distracted, but they have some really cool temples that you see, and you're like, that's a Roman temple, and you're like, oh no, it's actually Etruscan. It's actually much older. Anyway, sorry. Sorry.
No, go on. This is good. It's like it's the way my brain works is going to result in tangents, because I like contextualizing things in like other things.
Yeah. I mean, like you're probably aware, like the Roman gods are quite literally like most of them are just copy paste. They're like,
yeah.
Hey, Zeus is pretty cool, but what if we called him Upita? Yeah,
that's
quite
why
literally.
I always get the Greek and Roman gods confused, because I'm like, they're just the same.
Yeah, it's
they're the same people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean,
it's
like,
be like, is Poseidon and Persephone from the same, like, it's okay, to me it's like superheroes, but like it's like DC vs Marvel, you know?
Kinda. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have the Egyptians coming in out of the nowhere, and they're like, oi.
So like it's like superheroes. You got like DC, Marvel, and Egyptians are like, I don't know, like they're like Shonen Jump. They're doing crazy stuff. They got like different kinds of magic and
then
and they've got catgirls. That's why it's weebs.
Yeah, and then and then Marvel and DC are like, you know what? Some of this is actually pretty good. Steal,
exactly. Yeah. And they start like trading, and then they have like, you know, crossover episodes.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to Latin.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yes, so classical Latin was typically written in all lowercase. There were no uppercases except for names. And then any sort of inscriptions that you see will be written in uppercase. That's why you see in coins it's all uppercase.
Oh.
But for the most part, if they were writing on their wax tablets or papyrus, with reed pens, they would be writing in lowercase, and so that's why I know someone was like, you need to tweet that you've gone live. I was saving it for the big reveal that Jets was here.
If you do, I'll retweet it.
Oh yes, I have retweeted it.
Awesome.
I have
I'll
tweeted
do
it.
now.
Yes. So that's why. That's why if you take a look at that tweet. You can see it's all in lowercase. Yeah.
Oh.
I probably butchered the Latin in that tweet. I literally was just like, I've forgotten how to type Latin. let's just guesstimate. I know Nunk is today, so I'll put today instead of live now. So it's a little scuffed. It's a little scuffed. Where's a clear noted a minute? Well, I have clear read if you want to use that. But yes. So the most important thing about Latin when first learning their alphabet is that you know how we have different ways of saying some letters.
Yeah.
So you have day, and then you have start. So day is a short A, and then start is like an elongated A. So the Latin also has that, but they actually differentiate the letters with different symbols to show that. And so we'll get that into that. It's called a macron, and it's basically a line above the vowel. Anyway, so here
I like that. I like it a lot.
Here is I'm so sorry, Jets. There was no way I could do this without just being words.
Hit me with it.
Here's a lot of words. So I might need to move you over here.
Okay. I got this. I totally got this. I completely got this.
I'll put you
I know exactly what's going on. This will be fine.
Put you
This
here.
will be great.
And then I'll move myself.
I can get smaller. A little dunce.
That works. Yeah, that works. But yes. Okay. So first up, A. Like the Latin alphabet is going to be the same as the English alphabet. There's only 3 differences, but they have the different. The vowels are different, and they also have consonants of some of their vowels, which is just to like throw you off. They're very funny. Anyway, so I figured it might be good to go through all of the sounds together. So A is the same as it's a short sound. It is English for hat, cat, bat, and then the Roman word would be ballista. Do you want to try saying that?
Ballista.
Ballista.
Is that referring to what word is that?
So do you know ballistas are actually siege weapons?
Like ballistics?
Yeah, like ballistics.
Ballista.
A ballista is a ballista essentially, yeah, but it means to it's usually referred to basically like a giant crossbow. Yeah, it's like a giant siege weapon.
Oh.
Did you ever play Age of Empires?
No.
It's okay. I was going to say the scorpion is kind of like a ballista, except it moves around. Yeah, it fires a big fuck off arrow. The Romans used a lot of them. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. So we have our long R. So it's R. So English for father. And then if Mako is going to be here, so shark. So there are some like shark related puns that aren't gonna make as much sense because Mako is potentially also gonna be here today, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Easter, and I literally asked last night. I was like, if you want to know the reason why the collab is happening, I was like, I just realized I'm teaching a dead language to a text-based format of chat. I'm not gonna get any actual instant feedback of you guys actually saying any of the words. So it would be like a Dora the Explorer episode where I'd be like, ballista, and then I have to just pretend that you guys have said ballista?
That would kind of be hilarious. Like, ballista. Jack, can you say ballista?
Literally, yeah, literally.
I can hear you. Ballista.
Literally. So yeah, thank you very much, Jets, for coming on at very short notice. It was literally like last night at like, I don't know, was it like 8 o'clock? It was pretty late. So thank you so much.
No, it's all good. It gives me more time to procrastinate doing my budgeting and like important like admin stuff that I've been putting off forever.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Fabulous. Fabula.
Yeah, which is story.
Fabula.
Yeah, story. And then it's a long R. So R, fabula.
Fabula. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Trendy Tortoise. Thank you. And then moving on, so we've got B, and B is exactly the same as the English B. So bene, which is good.
Bene.
Yeah,
it
so
sounds very Italian.
it does, yes,
Like
yes.
Bellissimo.
Benefit.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, you can see how when you start learning Latin, you'll start seeing a lot of like the roots of English words or maybe other Romance languages, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. We'll get to some of those a lot later.
But the word fable is descendant from. Isn't fable specifically to do with stories with animals?
I don't know.
Like it's only
but yeah,
like
fable.
Animal Farm and stuff like that.
Like a foible? I guess, yeah. I mean, Twitch chat is saying yes. Twitch chat would never lie.
They would never lie.
They would never lie.
Me.
They would never mislead. No, of course not. So yeah, C is actually a hard C. So it's k. So
like,
Cleo, like Cleo, like cunt, yes. But I was going to not have naughty words in the slide.
You literally have cum, Cleo.
No, so cum is a word in Latin. Cum is a word in Latin.
Cum is also a word in English.
It is also a word in English. So English, it's cat, clock, click, hard C's, so like k sounds. So cum in Latin means with.
Okay.
So yes, and then Kaiser. So do you know about?
Yeah, Kaiser.
So
is
Kaiser,
like the German Kaiser.
Yeah, German Kaiser, which is actually how the Romans would have said Caesar. Yes, and Tsar in Russian. Yeah. Yeah, so it's his full name would be well, not his full name, but his first and second name back then would be Julius Caesar.
It's kind of badass.
Yeah.
Like it's still, they get the heads chopped off, dethroned, all that blah blah blah. It's a bit sad to lose such like a badass word.
And then D. D is de. It's literally the same as English. And then the example there is deende.
Deende. That sounds like duende.
And deende means then, not they. Then.
Dende.
Yeah, deende. Deende.
Deende.
Yeah. So you might recognize that it has two vowels next to each other. So we'll get to that soon.
Yeah,
we'll get to that soon.
Deende is a curious word.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. You have to get through all of the alphabet first. But yeah, D is the same. E. So E is another vowel. So of course there's the short version, e, and then there's a, or a, rather.
Oh, so there's two E's.
Yeah, so there's technically two E's in that one has the macron above it, like A. But yeah, so there's the short E, which is bet, wet, jet, let, set, that sort of word. And et in Latin is and.
That's like etto Brutus.
Yeah, et tu, and you.
Et tu.
Yes, and you, Brutus. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I know that one.
Essentially, he's saying and you, but you might also read it you too, Bruce. Yeah.
She's heard of Shakespeare? Yeah, I was.
Yeah, etc. etc. is actually Latin.
Oh, etc. Yeah, and doesn't etc. to mean go on?
Yeah.
In French, like to continue.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Etc. etc.
Yeah.
Like encore is like to go round. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
My brain's like trying to connect all the lines. I'm forming a spider web.
No, go for it. Become the spider. Yeah. But yes, in Latin it would be etc. Because no soft C's. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So there's no s.
No, there's no s. There's
no
k.
sis.
Yeah.
K. Okay.
Yeah. And so then, yes, so we have the long E, which is an A sound. So date. Even though it's spelled with an A, it's the same sound. And so ducare.
Ducare.
Yeah. Or ducere?
Ducere?
Which is pull.
Pull. Because that U has a...
Yes, that also has a macron on it. Because there'll be a macron of U.
Oh, when we get to it. Okay.
Yeah, we will get to it.
Ducare.
Yeah, ducare. And so F is the same as the English F, so fast. Fast. That's just fast. Familiar.
Familia.
And so familiar is household in Latin. Yeah. And obviously family comes from that. Family, household, blah, 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 blah. So G. There is no soft G in Latin. It is always a hard G. So G.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, so...
G.
Yeah, so no... I can't think of any soft G's.
I can see why this is starting to sound like, I see why this is used for, like, satanic, like, culty, funny, like, those, like, scenes where they have
giraffe.
they need language.
Yeah.
Like giraffe. Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be giraffe.
It would be giraffe, technically, yes.
Because,
but yeah.
like, all the hard pronunciations, like the k and the g, it sounds like a, confronting.
Yeah. So God, grab, garden, Gloria. So Gloria is renown or fame. And then the next bit is a little different or a little difficult, and maybe should be in the diphthong section. But when I was taught Latin, it was included in the actual like alphabet bit. So I've just shamelessly stolen that. So it's actually an ng, like a ngn sound. Ng. And it's very difficult to find words that have that sound in English. So the easiest one is hangnail.
Hangnail.
Hangnail. And so the word or the name Magnus in Latin is not Magnus, it's Magnus.
Magnus.
Yeah, so you would say it Magnus. So if there was a King Magnus, it would be Rex Magnus.
Magnus. Because even hangnail, like I would never really emphasize the part
you
of
know,
it.
no, you never do.
Hangnail.
Yeah, just hangnail. Yeah.
Nail. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. This one I'm trying to put in my brain.
Yeah. Exactly. And then, so sorry to all the Americans watching. Very, very sorry, guys. So the H in Latin is always sounded. There's no such thing as a silent H in Latin. There shouldn't also be a silent H in English, modern English anyway. But none of this herb shit. None of these herbs. It's herb. So hope, hang, hot, habitant.
Did you learn H when you were younger?
Yes, H.
Yeah. H. I remember being taught not but H as a pronunciation.
Yes, H. Yeah.
Habitat.
Habitant.
Habitant.
Which is they live.
They live.
Yeah.
Like a habitat would come from habitant.
Yeah. So so yeah, the word habitat that we use literally comes from Latin, and it means to live.
Oh, it's kind of that is romantic.
Yeah. And then moving on, we have our next vowel, so we're into I. So it, short sounding I's. So sit, fit, posit. And then it comes up in the word in Latin, for example, dictator. Or it should be dictator.
Oh, dictator.
Yeah.
So it is pronounced differently.
Yes. So and actually, so if you didn't know, obviously you have the English understanding of what dictator means, but dictator means chief magistrate. And so,
it doesn't mean like necessarily.
It doesn't have a negative connotation.
Dictator as like all foreboding, but just like a person in control.
Yeah. And the reason it has the negative connotation is because Julius Caesar was given the title by the Senate dictator. Which
and
means
then became
yes. Well,
maybe I don't know. I assume maybe
it's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion whether he was a bit maniacal or not. Yes, but yes, Latin is very easy to learn if you have any sort of knowledge of French, Italian, Spanish. It's very, very easy to learn these. Which is why I was going to be like, oh, do you know German? Because it's not necessarily the same, but you might see some sounds that are similar to German.
I think for some weird reason, like the minuscule amount of German and French I know is assisting slightly.
Yeah. Okay, so we've finished the first letter of the alphabet.
Onward.
Nice.
Yes.
Good job. Okay, next one. Wait. Oh! Did I miss Did I miss the... Oh, no, guys. I missed the macron. Hang on, guys. Hang on. We're editing it on the fly. We're doing it live.
Oh,
we're doing it live.
Okay, we'll do it live. Put on the dunce cap clear. Wait, see if I can do this.
How do you do this?
Wait a second. Wait a second, chat.
Split cells? No, not split cells. How do you insert new line? Thank you, Jazz. How the fuck do you do this? Oh, I never have to do this. Oh yeah, table design. There we go. Hang on. Right click. Fucking. Where is it? Insert. There we go. Insert row above. Fuck it. Hang on one sec, guys. Let me go get the funny eye.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
There's a specific eye that's like weird.
Yeah. So. Latin vowel.
Oh, it's an eye with a little dashy.
Yes.
Dash?
So instead of a dot,
instead
of a dot, it's a line.
Does that mean like an? What the hell? What sound does that make?
I will find it for you. I can't remember. Where is... Oh. Fucking hell. Oh, here we go. Can't believe I've missed it. If you do want to learn Latin, there's a lot of really good guides online.
There's like, just don't listen to this.
Yeah, no, I will say,
this.
I will say.
You want to learn Latin, you're in the wrong place.
You are in the wrong place. So long sound like E in green. So English. Oh. English. Green. And then, quite literally, into Latin, it is the... Oh God, where's me funny O? Where's me funny O? Hold that. There we go. Yee. Yee. Dico, which means I speak.
Dico.
So like dictate. I speak.
To dictate. Which I guess that's me. We're dictatrio.
Yes, because a chief magistrate
a lot of talking.
talks a lot. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Anyway, sorry guys, I missed that. So yeah, that's the long I, which is an E sound. And then K is K is, you know how Japanese has katakana? Where it's basically just like Western spellings of
yes.
in Japanese. Latin has that. The letter K is actually an import from Roman. From Greek. And so they only ever used it for Greek words. So kalende.
Interesting. That's why you thought it wasn't part of the language, because technically it's not. It's like a specialist use case.
Yeah.
Kalande. What's that mean?
Calendar.
Calendar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the Greco calendar, the Greek calendar.
Yeah. And then so L for L is the same as, you know, in English. So luna, it's moon.
Luna.
Loco, I speak.
Loco.
Yeah.
Loco.
Yeah. Hello, Bobo Bogswan. Welcome. And welcome to everyone, by the way, guys. If I've missed you, hello, like Jessa, for example. I apologize if I've missed anyone, but yeah, it's kind of hard to teach and collab and also make sure I'm saying hello to everyone in chat as well.
No, please say hello to everyone. I feel like we've known each other for long enough that there's like no more of that like awkward collab thing of like, oh, can I speak? It's like, oh my god, it's your stream cleared.
Thank you.
Speak however you please.
Thank you for giving me permission, Jets. Thank you for giving me permission.
You have not just permission, you've got encouragement.
Aw, thank you. But yeah, as someone in chat says, measurements as well. Kilos, kilogram.
Kilos.
Comes from ancient Greek. Yeah. So moving on from KL, M is the same as Latin. Oh no, M. Wait. Yeah, we wrote to M. Sorry, M is the same as English. So map, camp, any sort of M word. Meus, which is my or mine in Latin, and then miles, which is actually or miles, I should say, is soldier.
Oh, miles.
Yeah, so miles, military.
Milas for soldier, for military. Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. And then N is exactly the same as English N. So Nam, which is for,
Nam.
and then Numquam, which is never.
Numquam.
Yeah.
Never.
Read the message? No. Sorry, I want war. Sorry. And then, okay, so moving on to O. So there's... Okay, well, bye. Bye. Hey, I got to ban someone. Yay.
Yeah. Got the hammer
I got to ban someone.
Look at that. Yes. Glorious destruction.
That's like the 5th ban I've done in 9 months.
She does it for free, boys.
Ayo.
Exactly.
So yes, so there's an O sound, obviously. So there's short O, so pot, off, cot, pot, lot, that sort of O. So there's bonus, or
Bonus.
well, it would be a bit more fancy than that. Bonus. It'd be like bonus. Bonus. Which is good. And then Pompeius, which is Pompey.
Pompeius.
So do you know Pompey?
Pompey is in the person Pompey?
Yes, Pompey in the person. Yeah.
Okay, the person Pompey.
Yeah, person Pompey.
Is that the one who persecuted the Jesus on the... No, that's someone else.
No. Pompey was the one who fought against... what's his face?
Oh, that's Pompous Pilate. I'm thinking of someone different.
You
I'm
are.
thinking of... No, I'm thinking of Pointus. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. Yeah, he was the political enemy of Julius Caesar. Or Julius Caesar is what I was going to say.
Kaiser.
Yeah.
So Pompey was the political enemy?
Yeah, so he essentially the civil war that saw the rise of Julius Caesar was
Julius Kaiser.
was Pompey. Yeah, second man of the first triumvirate. Yes.
He got killed by a kid? What?
Did he? I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah. He got the title Pompeius Magnus because he fought pirates. And not like your pirates,
but just like people in the oceans with boats and
basically.
who
would trade. Yeah,
trade stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
Egyptians kill my boy Pompey, never forgive. Damn.
How dare they? Yeah. Oh yeah, so we are on to the long sound of O. So it's actually similar to French beau.
Beau. Okay.
O sound. Holy in English. And then an example of that is sol.
Sol.
Yes, which is sun or god of the sun. Yeah.
Sol.
Sol.
An
Sol.
exaggerated O.
Yeah, an exaggerated, stretched, elongated O sound. And so yeah, he is exactly the same as Latin, as English. So pop or populous, people. Yeah.
Populous.
Yes. Oh.
Doesn't pick up that well in Discord, unfortunately, for me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But I am popping like crazy.
Yeah, you have to get like real close. Just dry out your lips real quick. Just, turn yourself into a desert.
I think I'm trying to get it. If I speak beforehand and then go, you can hear it for like a second before Discord stops.
Yeah. That's true. That is very true. Yeah.
Discord's censoring me. What the fuck?
I don't. Cleo, what is the difference between dico and loco? Let me go look those up because I actually have a very fancy online dictionary.
Ooh, yeah. Discord says no popping for you. Like dico and liquor.
Hang on. Oh, thank you.
Condition Blin just resubscribed for 3 months. Jets Pop Pack.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on, I got the wrong deco.
The wrong deco.
Yeah, there's two different versions. There's 2 versions of deco. Spelled exactly the same way, but different meaning. It basically conjugates a different way. And so that actually changes the word. Because it's
You can change your deco.
Yeah, you can change. So there's a first conjugation verb of deco, and there's a third conjugation verb of deco. I will get to that in a bit. But the difference is, so deco is to say, talk, or speak, and loko is to. Loko is it is the present infinitive of loki. And so it's a little bit different.
Loki means
I say, speak, tell, talk.
Oh.
So they do use, like, they do have cases like in English where you have words being used, or you have words being used in, like, multiple words meaning the same thing is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes. And I always find that's the most overwhelming thing about learning a language. Because of course it exists. Like, we have so many different ways to just express the exact same thing, which is cool, because it means, like, talking doesn't get boring. You can make it interesting and fun if you want to. You can say morose if you're feeling like a sad piece of shit. But when learning another language, you're like, what's the context to use this? Because some people, like, it's like, well, do I say, is this informal? Is this an ancient terminology? Is this unfashionable and weird to say? Like, you don't want to walk around Latin being like, doth thou, milady, feeling quite morose? You know? Like, you don't want to use the incorrect.
Yeah.
And then obviously
exactly
the slang.
Yeah.
Obviously the slang, like, you know, feeling a bit like bonged out isn't even really a real term, but you know what I mean. Yes,
I do. Condition Blaine, by the way, thank you very much for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, so as Specialist is saying, talk versus speak. It's essentially the words mean the same thing. It's just like in English, we have the word I talk and we have the words I speak.
I see.
They're technically different words, but they mean the exact same thing. Yeah. There you go. You don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to worry about sounding weird to any Latin speakers. Well, if the polymathy guy watches this for some reason, I'll be in big doo doo.
Put a polymath in their community.
So there's a guy on YouTube called Polymathy, and he's like maybe one of the biggest Latin and ancient Greek educational channels, I guess. It's him, and then there's also what's the other guy?
Because isn't it polyglot for language, and polymath means you just are expert in, like, a lot of different fields. Like, for example, Leonardo da Vinci was a polymath.
Yeah. I think he has like he didn't do history / linguistics as his first degree. I think he has like multiple degrees, which is probably why he has that name.
To be fair, though, the terminology polymath is just so pretentious.
A little bit.
And I can't talk because I have a BFA, but still, it has a little bit of cheek to it.
Your BFA is very lovely. Your BFA is it's so fine. It's the finest of A's. Exactly. Where were we up to? Oh, we were up to Q.
Let's go on.
So yeah, Q. And of course, Q's are always followed by U's. So I actually... why did I type this? Always followed by you. Not the other way around. It's before, yeah. I'm dumb as heck. Anyway, so yeah, same as English. Quick, quiet, quantum. How much? How great? So quantum.
Quantity.
Yeah, quantity. Quantum physics. Those sorts of things. Yeah. Yeah. And then so the next one is R. So R's in Latin are always soft sounded. and rolled. Oh no,
And
S's are soft. So R's are always sounded and rolled. So rolled, as in rolled. Ratio.
Ratio.
Ratio. Yeah.
Ratio.
And so ratio
Imagine
is
if I
actually
couldn't roll my R's and you just completely screwed up for bringing me onto this.
It's okay.
Because
okay.
some people can't.
Yeah.
Some people just can't roll their R's.
That's true. Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to speak Latin. I mean, you could maybe make do.
Ratio.
Burrito. Yeah.
Burrito.
Yes. Burrito is actually a Latin word. Yeah.
What does it mean?
It doesn't. It's not actually a Latin word.
Oh,
I mean, there's probably.
You could have one-guyed me then. You could have.
I could have maybe.
It
Yeah.
meant blanketed environment.
I mean, it's a Hispanic word, so presumably it has maybe some potential etymology, like back in Latin. Maybe, I don't know. And so yeah, so S's are always soft, so sassy, which is like jets, soft S's, and then miser, which is to mean it's to mean wretched or unhappy.
Miser.
Yeah. And then we have our T's. So T's is always a hard T. There's no
Okay. So,
English tin, timeo, because it's a long O as well.
Timeo.
Yeah.
Timeo.
Oh, thank you for the watch streak. Thank you. So yeah, and timeo means I fear.
I fear.
I fear.
Timeo.
Yes,
Timid.
timeo. Yeah, timid. Exactly.
Timeo.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on. So I lied. There is actually a th sound, but it's technically it's a little bit different. So thesaurus or thesaurus, which means treasure, not what we call a thesaurus. It's actually treasure in Latin. And then theatrum.
Theatrum.
Yeah.
Theatrum. That's theatre.
Yeah, theatre.
Oh, that's.
I figured that would be something you would know about.
Yes, that's so.
You were a theatrum kid.
My brain hurts.
I'm sorry, Fed Kaczynski.
Poor child being educated. I know. I'm no longer pure and head empty. She's filling it with nonsense chat. Make her stop.
It's a dead language. It's a dead language. This knowledge is literally useless.
It's okay. That's kind of the category of what knowledge I have in general. I like to collect useless things. This is like useless knowledge, useless information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, so U is a short sound. U. So rude, put. And then there's actually the word ut. Ut. Which is how. And then lupus. Which is wolf.
Wolf. Yeah, we have aforementioned
wolf. Yes.
Aforementioned wolf.
And then so there's actually the long. There's the consonant version, which basically is like when it becomes like a. So it's it's before another vowel. So in wortus. Wortus. So it's not a. I will say, like so when I learned Latin, I always wrote. I was always told, you don't write it as a V, write it as an U, because it's easier to remember that way. So the word virtue is virtu. Yeah.
Virtu.
Yeah.
So it gets complicated.
The U is a W sound.
A V. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's if you were writing it, it would be a V. But for the sake of learning it as like a spoken language, it's easier I think it's easier, and I think this is where my teachers were coming from, is that it's easy to remember it if you have it as the literal syllable that it is in the word. So virtus. Yeah. Which means which means manliness or courage, and there's also wet, which means man.
So I'm virtuous. I'm virtuous.
Yes.
Yes.
You are virtuous tomboy.
Yeah, I guess like you could etymologize tomboy to be like, what? Tiny tomboy.
You are a very small tomboy today, yes.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
I could probably like make myself slightly bigger and lower, but we'll see.
It works.
It works. I don't want to cover things up there.
It's okay. I can always like emergency move just in case. There are some slides coming up which are like actually just like so much words. I'm so sorry, Jets. I'm apologizing in advance.
It's okay.
Yes, so then there's the long U, which is it's the English equivalent of an U sound. So hoot, hoot. So cur, and adhook.
Adhook. Oh my god, that's a horrible word to pronounce.
Adhook.
Adhook.
Yes.
Adhook.
Adhook, which is up to now.
Adhook.
And then cur is Y. Yes.
Cur.
And so I've actually Yeah.
To concur.
Concur. Kind
To ask why.
It's I guess. I've never thought about it in that way. So yeah, the W, like I said at the start, isn't actually in the classical Latin dictionary. It was actually added in medieval times, but I've listed it there just in case. And then there's X. So the Romans did actually use the X sound. It's Z, X, X, X. So Ziphius.
Ziphius.
Which is the swordfish.
Ziphius.
Yes. And guess what? We still use that word for swordfish today.
Really?
Yes. It's the genus of swordfish.
It's
Ziphius.
The Latin word for it.
Yeah.
Ziphius.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then we're almost done. So we have our Y sounds. The simplest one is the French tu. It's like and it was adopted from Greek for like quite literally just transliterations of Greek names. So Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Yeah.
So another one of those adopted words that's only really used for names and terms.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's one of those. It's the katakana of Latin, essentially.
For all the weebs in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. which is literally everyone.
Which is everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to be a pretty big weeb here to be watching anime women learn Latin on twitch.tv.
This is a beautiful timeline we exist in.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally there is the long W, or long Y sound, which is actually similar to the German Uber.
Uber.
Yeah. So
it's
like a long. It's like kind of like a double O. Uber. Yeah.
Uber.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering the Uber pronunciation in German. But yes, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. And then finally, last letter is Z.
Z.
Not Z.
It's not Z. It's a Z.
It's a Z because it comes from zeta.
Zeta.
Yes.
Zeta
so
meaning
Zamia.
Zamia and
Or Zamia, which means injury or damage.
Zamia. But what is a Zeta?
So Zeta or Zeta is it's the character in the Greek alphabet.
It's a character in the Greek alphabet that is just like a sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Zeta.
It's Greek.
Yeah,
and
it's Greek.
it doesn't like mean anything. It's just a sound, a letter.
Yeah, it's just a letter. It's the
do we say Z or Z? I think a lot of Australians use it interchangeably. I was taught Z.
I was always taught Z as a child as well.
Yeah, I was taught Z. However, I do remember, I think because of a lot of younger kids watching Sesame Street and stuff, that kids in Australia can say Z. And I think it was like A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Yeah, I'd say Z. I'd say Y and Z.
Yeah.
So I think the reason a lot of kids say Z is because it was at a time where you could get buy like discs off of like libraries and they'd have American
it would always be
discs
Americans.
And they'd have a Z and it's like A, B, C, D.
Yeah, but it makes sense to have it be Z because, you know, when you did the ABC song, Y, and Z, and that's a nice way to end it. Not ending it as Z. It sounds weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it was like it was a time period when I was younger where a lot of, I think nowadays most kids might actually learn it as Z because of
probably
just
Americans.
YouTube, Americanization.
They keep winning.
They gotta stop them winning.
Yeah. They won the culture victory already, and now they're just rubbing it in. World War Z. Not World War Z.
American bros still winning.
Yeah.
Your cringe Z's, get them out of here.
Yeah.
Z's all the way down, baby.
Yeah. Yes. When you're catching some sleep, you're catching some Z's.
Uh-huh.
Some Z's.
Some Z's.
I think that's a very American term, catching some Z's.
Yeah, we say 40 winks.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't know why we say 40
why do we say 40 winks?
We say 40
It's not like you wink 40 times in your sleep.
Yeah, what is it considered like REM though? That would be too complicated.
It seems a bit too, yeah.
Yeah, that seems way too complicated.
Why is it called 40 winks? As a blink lasts for a fraction of a second, 40 winks will take a few seconds. Hence the phrase 40 winks has come to mean a few moments of sleep or a very short nap. Interesting.
40 winks.
Thank you.
It actually is quite smart of a slang term. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Thank you very much, India Times.
Thank you.
For some reason is like the top result for me. I guess I'm living in India now.
Yeah, you got the VPN?
Yeah, I got my VPN. Yeah. So yes, Z is Zeta. This is actually I've copy pasted it into the slide. So capital Z is the same as RZ, but lowercase zeta in Greek is this little squiggly fella.
I remember when I was younger, I learned how to write in cursive at the same time I was learning German.
Yeah.
And I learned German cursive. And the German cursive Z is like weirdly similar to that Z.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like it goes under the, I wonder if I could send you a photo image of it. It goes under the line, like a lowercase J.
Go for it.
Oh God, show me just one image of it. Just show me, no, God, it doesn't even show it, does it? Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a good image of it. If you look at this...
is it in the...
I'll post it right now.
Oh, right.
Grabbing it from my folder of screenshots. But if you look at the Z in this, how it's like under the... It's like definitely... This is way more flamboyant than I learned. But
that is flamboyant.
This is way more flamboyant. Mine was a lot more simplistic. But it goes under the line.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember learning how to write Z's to go under the line.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of like how I do F's. I kind of do F's similar to that.
Yeah. Here's an actual German. Oh, it's a freaking WebP. Oh, I found an actual German version, but it's a WebP.
Fuck WebP.
God.
WebP hey.
Yeah,
WebP
exactly.
WebP hey.
This one here is actually, I think, in German. Yeah, it goes under the line. So actually, that's weird. I recognize that shape.
Sure, the Greek. Oh God, no. The Greek alphabet is fucked.
What?
Ancient Greek alphabet. It's just like
the one I sent you is the exact way I learned how to write a cursive. With the R and the X and everything is the exact way. The curved W with the little kicks on the end.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll grab this. I'll show it on stream.
Yeah. Chat thinks I got no class. Shut up, chat. I'm full of class. Look at this. Look at this.
And then image address. Where is it? Browser.
You got your cursive pen license, chat.
What's this?
Oh. Yeah. Like that. Like this. Like the B is like a weird cursive open B, and the Z, it goes under the line.
That's very strange.
Yeah, and it looks very similar to the Latin Z, but with like a cursive flair.
Yeah. Oh, that was ancient Greek Z.
Oh, ancient Greek.
Yeah.
Ancient Greek Z.
I'll show you the. Where is it? I mean, this is fine. This copy image address. This is the ancient Greek alphabet, and they wanted me to show you that I don't even remember how to say it. It's the XI sound. Or
The
XI
sound.
letter? Yes.
I was thinking the other day how metal the X and the Z sounds in Chinese pronunciation. I know it'd be like Cantonese or Mandarin, but like the Xiao sound is kind of metal as fuck. It sounds so cool. I was just like, and it has like a bat. What the hell? Okay, so this is the alpha, beta, gamma,
ancient Greek.
delta. Yeah.
So it's the one next to the N, the nu sound. It's literally 3 lines. It looks like a Japanese character. It looks like a Japanese character.
It's like a ZY.
It's like C. It's like a KSI sound. Or Z. A Z sound? It is a
C?
Yeah, it's a ancient Greek is. I had to learn it, and it's all gone. All the memory of it is gone. It's just literally all gone. I don't want to have to ever do it again.
These are just some ancient runes. This is some stuff you find on like some pebbles out in the back of Scotland and dig this shit up.
Yeah. The worst part about it,
backyard.
Yeah, the worst part about it is that unlike Latin, we don't actually have like full understandings of how we are supposed to say ancient Greek.
There's no Rosetta Stone for these bad boys.
So we have Greek. We have modern Greek, and we have medieval Greek, or what is it? But the further you go back, the less we know about how you're actually supposed to pronounce it. And so you get this actual like academic fisticuffs, let's say, about no, you're saying this one particular sound in ancient Greek wrong. How dare you say it in a different way to how I'm saying it, blah 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 blah. And the polymathy guy that I suggested is actually considered he's actually considered a bit like a heretic when it comes to how he suggests some of ancient Greek should be pronounced. It's heated. It's very heated.
I was wondering with the you might not know because I don't know if this is more contemporary than your degree understanding, but with the Rosetta Stone, I've always wondered there is a big fuck off chunk missing from that baby. Does that mean there's just a big chunk of knowledge about
potentially yes
the translation of like ancient Egyptian to I think is it Greek or it might be Greek?
I think it's
ancient Greek. There's just some blanks that haven't been filled in.
Yeah, like we have there's countless examples of like even plays. Like we'll be like, oh, we have this play that we can use to learn some of the language, and it's literally like, oh, we have 2 sentences of an entire play, but it helps us shape our understanding of the entire language as a whole.
I guess linguistic archaeology, like just piecing things together.
It's really fascinating, but also very. Sometimes not exactly the most revolutionary field or evolving field, let's say. Which is why you get people arguing about how to pronounce things.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
When there's Shakespearean is more contemporary, and there's even debates about how to pronounce Shakespearean.
Yeah.
And you think like, oh, we just know. That's like relatively more recent, English dialect, like British way, but like Shakespeare was just inventing shit, and because he was inventing stuff, there's like ongoing debates about how do you say certain phrases in Shakespeare and what does it mean? Is it a joke or is it very serious?
The reason we actually know about a lot of Latin pronunciations is because the Romans actually wrote about pronunciations. I don't know if it's I think I'm putting my foot in my mouth if I say it's Suetonius.
Suetonius.
I don't know if it was him, but there was one certain author who made lots of comments about the changing of pronunciations, about how even back then, the way that people were saying certain sounds in Latin was actually changing. And so that means we have an understanding of how to say those words.
Is that kind of related to how like we adopt like slang? Is it
is a little bit similar, yeah.
So he's like, okay, well, slang is changing in ancient Latin, so we're kind of now using this word to mean a different thing, which is what we do in English all the time. So you take a word that has a meaning and go, well, we could use this a bunch of other ways.
Well, the Y sound, so, you know, it's we're still on the slide, so it's kind of useful, because it's literally, it's essentially a loan letter from ancient Greek. A lot of Romans didn't actually know how to pronounce it properly.
And this also relate to like educated, like in ancient society, the way of like the vision of who was able to write wasn't as, I don't know.
Oh yes, back then
it's
entirely being done by the elites.
Yeah, because like maybe it's different because of like signage and whatnot is accessible to read, but I always wonder that about ancient history, and it's like, oh, these people couldn't write and read and stuff. It's like, but wouldn't there have been like, I guess if you're just living on a little farm with a little hut and a little rake, you really weren't reading a lot of signs. But I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't have there.
So that's why there were town criers, essentially, because they would tell people what was being written on the big decrees, essentially. Hi, Mako, by the way.
Mako! Oh, that sounds so sweet.
Yes, I hope you're having a nice time. Happy Easter. Oh yeah, happy Easter, everyone. Yeah.
Exactly. You could today, if you want to, just walk up into a place and eat some Jesus.
Son Albinus, have you guys seen the Pompeii Latin graffiti? I have. I've actually talked about it on stream. We can't show it.
This before.
We can't show it.
Before, like off stream, like about the dude zerking it as the world ends.
Yep. Yep.
And there's all the dogs, and have we talked about the cool looking dog tiling in Pompeii? There's like,
I don't think we've talked about it specifically.
But there's like that really cool, like,
there's one specific house with like really cool
really cool ground with like a cool dog on it.
it's like a giant portrait of a dog. Essentially,
and it might have been like their pet dog. They just had this really badass, beautiful mosaic of their pet dog looking like a bat. Yeah.
I mean, there's all sorts of like tilings, the tilings and art paintings in Pompeii and Herculaneum, which are literally just like people fucking, and then you have
down and dirty.
And then because they didn't have like Yelp back then, they didn't have like a website where they could leave reviews. So people left physical reviews on the premises of the place. So like, there's like reviews of brothels where it's like, I had a happy screw here, essentially.
Like the equivalent of like toilet stool like scribblings.
Yeah,
like
basically.
James was here and he did get head.
Yeah, but it was like an actual like positive review. Yeah, and also the reason I can't show graffiti or signage in ancient like Pompeii and whatnot is because there's a lot of dicks. There's just a lot of penises.
Yeah, they definitely were into that. It's like the whole like meme of like society's always just been drawing dicks everywhere.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
A man sees dick in the ground and it's like, I could draw a dick into the dirt.
Basically. It's like, like the reason, 14-year-old boys probably draw penises is just like an evolutionary trait of humanity because we've been doing it for like 2,000 plus years now at this point.
Yep.
In fact, I'm pretty sure like even Aboriginal, like some of the oldest Aboriginal arts have just like people with just massive schlongs.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
because like it's indigenous like cave art is like this is like, here's the person and also they have a humongous schlong. It is articulately drawn onto the wall, onto the cave wall. And
that's like thousands of years old.
Have you ever talked to your community about the Indigenous Australian ceremony of manhood? Because I feel like that would traumatize everybody.
I haven't, because I don't think I know it either. Oh, sorry, I'm getting TTS'd. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, Captain Crableg. Sorry, I got TTS'd then.
That's okay.
What were you saying about the?
I'm gonna Google it so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
You can keep educating. I'm going to make sure this is correct before I do it wrong.
I'll move it on to the next slide.
Yes.
Which is, when I said there was more, there is actually more. Do you know what a diphthong is? Jets?
I like the...
it's a good it's a great word.
Yeah,
diphthong.
I like the word.
Yeah. It's also spelt funny.
Yeah. And then there's diphthong, which I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah. So basically, diphthongs is when you get two vowels and you stick them together, and it becomes a new sound, essentially from the combination of them. And so the most common one is the top one, which is AE, which is it's pronounced I. So even if you listen to the word I, you can kind of hear the A and the E joining together. I. Can you hear it?
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. Okay. I just googled it, and there is a articles and a Wikipedia for it. So I'm not talking out my ass here.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't want to talk out my ass about indigenous tradition and routine because that would be wrong.
It
was not prevalent everywhere, but it was a part of some communities in ancient, well not ancient, but like in Indigenous Australian society, the coming of age ceremony was the penis cut tribal ceremony, in which a incision was made into the underside of the shaft, and then they were encouraged to then stand over a fire and allow the cuts to like
cauterize.
And this was an act of coming of age and
manliness. Yeah.
Fun fact. Thank you, Jets. You're welcome, chat. Sorry. I just remembered that and thought like that'd be a great way to traumatize everyone on Easter Sunday.
That's okay.
And I had to make sure it was correct before I said it. But back to diphthongs.
Yes, diphthongs. I mean, that's pretty traumatic though. I don't even have that, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's an intense like performance. But yes, the penis was a part of ritualistic tradition in Indigenous society. The act of that. That's that. And you mentioned dicks everywhere, and I was like, well, do you know about this Indigenous thing that they did to the dick?
Now I do. Now I do.
Now you do.
Now I
do. I apologize, but also learning something every day.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to tag you in the tweet. I'm so fucking stupid.
No, it's okay. I've already retweeted it. You don't mind.
Thank you. Oh, the playlist is out. Okay. More tunes. Lana Del Rey, 1 hour of bardcore. No.
So back in the Indigenous, they were diphthonging their diphthongs.
Yes, exactly. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh wait, I need to audio balance because haha, YouTube videos. There we go. So the word I in English, I, you look at your eye. You can kind of see the A and the E. They're kind of connected. Like they sound together.
Yes.
We get that from Latin.
Okay. Those fucking Latins. Yes,
and so
okay.
So English in isle and high. In Latin, terrae, which is ground, and like villae, which is villa or country house.
Villae. I see.
Yeah. And then we have
I sound.
Yes, the I sound. Now we have the ow sound, which is you might recognize from how in English. Also, Red Fox Outback, thank you very much for the bits, by the way. He said, thank you, Jets, for that knowledge.
You're welcome.
So thank you. And also, thank you for the follow, LV Son. I'm sorry, I don't know how. I guess your name is meant to be like Lufterson? I don't know. Anyway, thank you for the follow as well, and thank you for the follow. Sorry, I butcher people's names on Twitch all the time. Yeah, welcome. Sorry, I just realized we're already almost 2 hours in.
Oh, the tangents. Okay,
yes.
Let's go. Speed running, learning Latin.
Speed running, learning Latin.
Speed run.
Okay, so English how? Aurum. Or aurum. Aurum is how you say it. So aurum is actually gold.
Like autumn, like golden leaves?
Yeah. Autumn.
Okay.
Autumn. Yes.
Aurum.
And then you have EI sounds, which is A. So English day, and then Dayende, which we heard before.
Oh yeah, the Wende.
Yes.
Dayende.
You then have EU, which is EU. So
EU.
Europa.
Oh, Europa.
Like Europa Universalis. Yeah. I had to include that. Yeah.
Of course. Europa.
Yep. And then you have OE, which is Oi. So English boy, foil, Phoenicia.
And what's that mean?
So that's Phoenicia. So
Phoenicia.
the Phoenicians that we talked about earlier.
Yes, yes.
So yes, those.
Phoenicia.
Phoenicia is the country.
Sounds like fornication. Did they get up to some nasty stuff?
Phoenicia, I guess, maybe.
Because then it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm always like, somebody got up with some nasty stuff. That's where these memes come from.
They didn't really have much to do back then aside from fucking and trucking, and they didn't have any trucks.
Sailing and
sailing and railing.
Sailing and railing.
Yeah, that's what they really liked back then. Yeah. So they have there's a UI sound, which is like a weh.
Weh.
So you know how earlier the sound was like a weh, so wetus.
Yeah,
so
wetus.
UI becomes weh.
Weh.
So it's similar to the French oui.
Yeah.
Oui. But this sound always follows a Q or an NG sound. So equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
Yes. So which is equilibrium in
Equilibrium. Because it's the equilibrium.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so
Oh my god.
oh,
yeah,
I can
see.
move. I just realized if I have us next to each other, I can actually just move the PowerPoint.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
so dumb. I've literally had it in the middle of the entire time.
I will send you the dunce hat so you can put it on yourself, Cleo.
I think I need to wear it. But yeah, there are many rules to Latin, such as consonant combination, stress. But for a very basic introduction to learning Latin via Twitch, we're not going to get into that because it's going to take a while. But yes, okay, we've done the alphabet and the diphthongs. It is time now for... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Captain Crablegs. Sorry, I literally just got to give some at the same time. Thank you.
They have given 253 gift subs in the chat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Grammar time. I know that's not Latin.
You're just appealing to the weebs again.
I am.
I usually do.
Okay, so we'll run through this very quickly. There's a lot of words that's about to appear. I'm so sorry.
All the weebs in chat got really excited. They're like,
Yeah.
Nihongo Jozu?
Nice. So yeah, this is the very basics of grammatical concepts. This is true for English. So everything that I'm about to say, if you're fluent or native in English, you might have forgotten what these actually are, but I'm just very quickly going to go over it. So yes, the very basics. Parts of speech. So there's nouns, which are the names of a place, thing, person, or idea. So Barry, Birmingham, boat, brave. Those are all nouns. Pronouns, a word used in the place of a noun. So who, I, you, me. Verbs are words used to express action or a state of being. I am, you will vote, we were happy, they cry. And then preposition shows the relationship between certain words. In, on, under, towards. Those sorts of words. You have syntax. So syntax are the rules governing the ways in which these parts of speech can be combined into simple sentences. So simple sentences, which is what we're going to talk about today. We're not going to do anything complex today. Simple sentences contain a noun and a verb expressing a complete thought. So today, we learn Latin is a simple sentence because that's what we're doing. And so using that sentence, we can talk about subject and object. The subject is the noun/pronoun performing the action of the verb. So in the above sentence, we is the subject of the sentence. And then the object is the person or thing that receives the action of the verb. So in this case, in we learn Latin, Latin is the object. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then accidents. Accidents is the part of grammar which deals with inflections. Nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and verbs are all inflected in Latin. And that is important.
And that's the romantic?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. But first, we have to learn some Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the most important verb, which is to be. So verbs have their inflections grouped together in what's called conjugations. And so we're going to look at the verb sum, which means I am. So you can see in this table that I've set up is there's two columns, singular and plural, and then broken up into the English and Latin version. And there's also first, second, and third person. So English usually takes 2 words to express person and number. So like I am, you are, she says, blah, 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 blah. Latin actually combines those things into 1 word. It's very efficient language.
So it's the same with French, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe, yes. I don't remember any French. Je ne comprends pas.
I remember like with like using it for like gender terms, like they, them, theirs, or they are going. It's like il, elles. It's like all 1 word. So maybe I don't know. I'm not fluent.
So Imagine Touch is saying it's more like Spanish, but I don't remember any Spanish except Fanta naranja por favor, which is 1 Fanta orange, please.
I only know English, por favor.
Nice.
To make chatters.
Oh yeah. No
speaking English.
Oh yeah. No español. No hablo en español is what I say.
Yeah, no hablo español, por favor.
Yeah, that's all I say. And so basically Latin usually has these words follow patterns, except some. Some is one of the irregular verbs, but it is the most commonly used verb, so it is important to tell you guys about the verb some. So, one of the examples is that S can actually be used at the start of the sentence to mean a third-person singular vowel, third-person singular verb, or pronoun rather. No, verb. No, yes. Anyway, so first person singular is some.
Some.
Second person singular is s.
S.
Third person singular is est. Plural first person is sumus.
Sumus.
Second person plural is estis.
Estis.
And third person plural is sunt.
Sunt. Wait, Estes is from Salzburg.
Kind of. I don't think the Souls people are getting it from Latin, because it means in Latin it means you are.
You are flask.
Yeah. You are flask. Yes.
You are flask.
But yes, so it's a very important vowel to learn, and it's the way that I was taught to remember it is basically make it into a song or like a beat. So sum es est, sumus estis sunt.
Sum es est, sumus estis sunt.
And then you remember by learning that as a sort of a rhythm, you remember which ones mean which ones. So I am, you are, he, she, it is. We are, you are, they are. So I actually forgot to include this, but this is you are plural. Yeah. So sum es est, sumus estis sunt.
Oh, you are. So you're saying you are many things.
Yeah. So like you are. So like so if there's a crowd of people crying, you would say estis, whatever the crying verb is. Yeah. So yeah, that's the verb for to be. It's a very important verb to know, but it is actually irregular. So, very important question. Let's introduce ourselves, Jets. So when I say qui es, Jets?
Qui es.
What would your response be?
Sum. And it's not Jets because J doesn't exist, so it'd be like some yet.
It'd be like some wets. Yeah.
Some
wets. So it'd be like wets. Yeah, wets.
Wets.
Some wets. Or you could be some ween famous.
Some ween. But is it F? There is F.
Yeah, there is F. There's F.
Famous.
Famous. Yeah. There you
some
go.
wet.
Yeah.
It sounds
some
like
wets.
I'm saying I'm some
wets.
wet.
It'd be like wets. Ulias.
Wet.
Wets. Yeah, kind of. So yes.
Some winer famous. Wiener famous? Wiener famous?
Nice. Some wets. Yeah, kind of.
Wets.
So I would say some clear. Because my name is
wets,
actually
baby, let's go the wets.
Yeah.
Love the wets.
I love the wets. They're gonna score all the baskets, right?
Let's go to wets.
Go to wets. Clear some or some clear, yes. So you would say clear some. But a very important thing about you know how I said, oh, Latin combines a person and number into one word?
Yeah.
That means you don't actually need to include pronouns for certain sentences. In fact, for a lot of sentences. You can actually just completely forgo pronouns because the word will actually give you all the verb will give you all the information that you need and the context. So you don't even need to say so qui es is literally who you are. So saying qui es tu is saying who you are you. So you don't actually need to include the you. Including tu into qui es tu actually means you're putting emphasis on it. It's like, who are you? It's like, who are you?
It's adding its attitude.
Yeah, kind of.
To it. Formality? Adding formality to it? Oh,
It depends on the context. Because yes, there would be certain sort of situations where you would be more formal and you would include it. So for introducing yourself, you would say ego som uets or ego som clear.
So if I'm introducing myself, because ego is I, so ego som uets.
Yeah. But because some is already I am, you don't necessarily need to have ego. So you could be clear som. I am clear. But of course, they do include it for the ego for emphasis. And so a very common example that you might remember or know of is I am Spartacus. From the movie Spartacus. Well, the story of Spartacus, I should say. So they would have been saying, oh, it's a great film. It's a great film.
Yeah, it's one of the few, if not like one of the only, like many, like the few.
Yeah, it's a classical. Yeah, it's a Kubrick film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's only one with like a big like production script and stuff.
It has some great like battle scenes. It has some great battle scenes. Yeah. Because it's all physical effects as well. So it's they literally got that many people.
Yeah. Kubrick was a little bit of a nut for that. Have you? No, I was gonna start a tangent.
It's
we
okay.
can't get through this. I can't bring up this.
It's okay.
I was gonna be like, have you looked into his development for his Napoleon film?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Fucking mental. He was gonna do it all practical with all legitimate. He wanted to
he wanted
get
actual
as
cannons.
many men as you need and actual cannons. He wanted to basically recreate battles that Napoleon did.
Have you seen the recent stuff for Joaquin Phoenix's Napoleon film?
Is that like the ongoing
it's
development of the Kubrick Napoleon series? Like, people have been trying to make that movie.
I don't know if it's
years.
Kubrick, but I know that Joaquin Phoenix is playing Napoleon, and I was like, oh, it's Jets. Jets is now Joaquin Phoenix when we play E4.
I'm Joaquin Phoenix. I'm the Jetster, after all, so that makes complete sense.
That does make sense, yes. Okay, so we've got...
Go on, yes.
Hopefully chat has also taken part in introducing themselves.
Yes,
or maybe talking to each other and asking each other, qui es? And then saying, ego sum. Yes.
Ego sum.
Okay, so I've got a bit of a change up. Try and read this passage. It should make sense to you.
Okay. Roma in Italia est. Italia in Roma est.
Europa.
So this is Europa est.
Yeah.
Is this saying where they have existed?
So this is actually... So this is one of the more popular ways of learning Latin, is that it puts Latin into easily understandable chunks that modern readers would be able to understand through context cues of the sentence structures what they mean.
Okay, so Roma is in Italia.
Yeah.
Italia in Europa est. Grecia in Europa est. Italia et Gracia in Europa
sunt. Yes.
Sunt.
Yes.
Hispania, or is that correct?
Quoque. Hispania quoque.
Hispania quoque in Europa est. Hispania et Italia et Gracia in Europa sunt.
Yeah. You're doing really well so far. Aegyptus
in Europa non est. Aegyptus in Africa est Gallia non Africa est Gallia est in Europa. Is it just Syria?
Yep, Syria.
Syria? It's just Syria.
It's just Syria. Just Syria. It's fucking Syria, ain't it?
Syria non est in Europa. Said in Asia. Africa.
Arabia.
Arabia. Quoque in Asia es Syria et Arabia in Asia sunt Germania.
You're doing really well.
Germania non in Asia sed in Europa es Britannia quoque in Europa es Germania et Britannia sunt in Europa.
Well done, Jet. Well done. I'm very proud of you.
I'm summoning demons. It kind of sounded like that.
Yes. So, do you think you know what you were just saying?
I think I was saying the locations of where the countries.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Rome is in Italy. Italy is in Europe. Greece is in Europe. Italy and Greece are both in Europe.
Are both in Europe. Okay.
Yeah. Hispania.
Both. Yes.
Hispania is also in Europe. Hispania or Spain, Italy, and Greek are all in Europe. Egypt is not in Europe. Egypt is in Africa. France is not in Africa. France is in Europe. Syria is not in Europe, but is in Asia. Arabia is also in Asia. Syria and Arabia are in Asia. Or both in Asia.
This is like one of those questions, like, if Timothy had 80 apples, we put the 80 apples inside Europa and then moved the 4 apples to
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Then where are the apples?
It's not that bad. Germany is not in Asia, but is in Europe. Britain is also in Europe. Germany and Britain are both in Europe. It's literally what you just read.
Okay.
And yeah, so there's this textbook by a Swedish author. I think he's Swedish. He's Scandinavian. I don't remember he's got a funny.
He's in the Scandies.
He's got one of those O's with a line through it. So pretty sure he's Scandinavian. I forget his name, but the book is called Lingua Latina, and it is a fantastic way to learn Latin through context cues, essentially, of your modern understanding of the world. Essentially.
Clarifying, there's no like Duolingo.
I think there might be Duolingo.
There is a Duolingo for Latin?
From what I can tell, a lot of online sources, like a lot of online translators, are not good. If you want to learn Latin, you're most likely going to be like neck deep in like Wiktionary, looking up words individually, and if you literally typed in like I want to learn I like history, I like learning history, oh god, history, and then if you use like Google Translate, because Google Translate does have Latin to English, it'll come out as just complete gobbledygook.
Yeah.
It'll be like kind of close, but not really. Like,
because I used Google Translate for my retweet, and I've got no idea if it was correct.
Oh
you
no!
could probably tell me if it
Hang
was.
on. Did you actually?
I said, I'm here, and I just went Google Translate and copy pasted. I was like, I think this is correct.
That works. Yes.
It does work. Yes!
It does work. That kind of works.
It kind of works. Duolingo, it does have Latin.
Yeah. So
what the hell?
add some would be like at the start of a sentence. You wouldn't say it by itself, essentially.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, it'd be like, I am here, and then.
Yeah, you would be like, I am here to read, or I am here to lead.
I should say, I am here to learn.
Yeah.
What is learn?
Learn is we'll actually get to that in a hot second. I think if we skip forward. Oh no, never mind. I have I write and I know, so not I learn. I forget what I learn is. What is hag in Latin? Anus.
Anus. Does that mean
Anus.
old lady?
Yeah, it means old lady. It also means butthole.
Anus.
It comes from so anus is actually also the ring. So it's a signet ring is also called an anus, and so ring on your finger, the ring on your body, and then old women, I guess, are typically married, so they're also called anus.
Wait, Duolingo has Klingon? Sorry, that's incredible.
Yeah.
But wait, so there is no Latin for tomboy?
I don't think they had a Latin for tomboy. I don't know if there's an androgynous or something.
Maybe androgynous or like young pretty boy. Because okay, come on, it's Greco-Roman. There's probably a word for young pretty boy.
Probably. I'd have to
attractive man.
I'd have to go searching. What are the curse words, you know?
Boy.
Try not. I actually don't know that many curse words.
Come on, guys. Ancient femboy. There's gotta be a word for the ancient.
There probably
femboy.
is, yeah.
There's Latin for twink. Of course there is.
We've actually made kind of good time. Like you sped through that really quickly, so we should be back on time.
Sweet.
But we're technically halfway through the slides.
Let's go.
But I kind of have like an hour-ish or so. So we'll get a bit of work on. Okay, so Latin sentence structure. So in English, word order controls the meaning. So this is where I was going to have the shark puns and the cat. So the shark bites the cat has a different meaning to the cat bites the shark. In Latin, word order is less important and often altered for emphasis. So English usually constructs sentences as subject, verb, object. Cleo loves history. So subject is me, Cleo. The verb is love. And the object is history. But Latin commonly uses subject, object, verb. But it's not set in stone. So you would say instead of Cleo loves history, you would say the equivalent of Cleo history love. Which was Cleo, subject, historian, object, amat, verb.
Is this the same within like the writing conventions of explaining your feeling before the sentence? Which I've always enjoyed romantic languages. Like for example, in a book, if it was French, instead of being like fighting mechs is difficult, Jet said exhaustingly. It'd be like exhaustingly, Jet said that fighting mechs were difficult. Is that kind of similar?
You can kind of do that in Latin.
So it does like the emotional emphasis, the preface to the
So when you do that in English, you change the tone of the sentence or the case of the sentence. In Latin, you can kind of do that without changing the case or the tone, but you can also do that. We'll get to that in a little bit.
It's a classic Jet sentence.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so grammar in Latin verbs. So as we talked about earlier with sum est, sumnus estis sunt.
Yes.
Latin verbs are described in terms of person, so first, second, or third person. Number, singular or plural, and then tense. So tense, for now, we're only going to be learning present tense, but there is also future, imperfect, perfect, future perfect, and pluperfect. The ones that are in italics, imperfect, perfect, and pluperfect, all mean past tense. It's 3 different ways of using past tense. It's a lot to take in at the moment. Just remember, we're going to deal with present tense all the time for this today.
So is it like became, becoming, and...
Yes. So break, broke,
broken.
Breaks. Those sorts of...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the time frame of the action. Like
yes.
It was broken...
It is broken.
To be breaking.
Yes, breaking.
And it
yes.
Is... Yeah. Oh, okay. That contextualizes it for me. Okay.
Yeah. And then mood. So indicative is the mood that we're only going to focus on. So we're only going to focus on today is present, indicative, active, because that's the easiest way to learn Latin. It's the easiest one. But there's also indicative, deponent, imperative, subjunctive, and infinitive. So those are the moods.
We won't be talking about them. Could you briefly expand on them?
Yeah, sure.
What's the difference between indicative, deponent? Does deponent mean like the the mood is in negative or positive, or is it like the time frame of the mood? Like,
Yes.
what's the
So
differences?
moods actually indicate how the words are used in the sentence. So
Okay.
indicative moods are expressing facts.
Oh,
So
statements.
I
Okay.
love jets.
Oi.
Is indicative, for example. Imperative mood expresses commands, which would be like I teach. It would be like go learn Latin, jets. Would be indicative or imperative. Sorry.
Imperative, so it's like you must do this. Imperative.
Yes,
is
I
important.
order you to do something. And then subjunctive expresses an element of uncertainty, often a wish, desire, doubt, or hope. It's like,
Okay.
I want to learn Latin.
Oh, I get that. And then infinitive.
Uh,
'Cause that's like infiny. It's like
most of the times
infinity.
you only use those 3.
Uh-huh.
Let me just... I actually don't have any notes on... I've forgotten what infinitive and imperative do. Or indicative deponent.
So imperative is uncertain. Subjunctive is not sure. Infinitive.
Where is it? Oh, here we go. Blech. Infinitive is... Oh, okay.
Also, what is
Objective
the
constructions or idiomatic uses. That makes
idiomatic?
sense. Yeah.
I think so. Also, what is that word that Condition just posted in? That is a lot of random Greek letters. Holy moly.
Oh yeah, imperative is an order, yeah. To do something. Yeah. What was it? Oh,
boy girl.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't-
Yes.
I have no idea what that word is.
I'm so rusty about ancient Greek that I can't read that, unfortunately.
Yo!
So I can't help you with that.
It's tomboy in Greek.
It's tomboy in Greek. Right, I see.
Acroportic.
Oh, I literally had it at the bottom of the slide. I didn't need to
You
look this
did?
up. I literally
Oh.
had indicative, imperative,
God.
subjunctive. I'm so
We
stupid.
both hadn't read ahead.
I'm so stupid. I literally did this last night.
That's a silly sausage moment.
That's a silly sausage
certified
moment.
silly sausage moment.
You can spam the silly sausage emotes right now, chat. That's a very silly sausage moment. Okay, moving on. Learning to love in present indicative active.
Uh-huh.
So the verb to love is amo.
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 And
Yeah, I accidentally said mi amore instead of por favor the other day. Not realizing I was saying my love.
nice. Nice. That was a bit
chat.
awkward.
I was like, that's awkward, bros. That's awkward.
That's getting parasocial, guys.
No.
So yeah, so amo, amas,
Uh-huh.
amat. I love,
Uh-huh.
you love, he, she, it loves.
Okay.
Amamos, amatis,
Amamos,
amant. We love, you love plural, they love.
They love. Okay.
And so you might recognize a pattern which was similar to some.
Mm-hmm.
So it ends in S and then T and then must, tis, nt.
Yeah.
So again, using the same sort of rhythm from the previous verb, amo, amas, amat, amamas, amatis, amant.
Amo, amas, amamas, amamas. Wait,
Amamas.
Amamos.
Yep.
Amatis, amant.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And so, amo is basically it's used, I think, literally everywhere. I tried looking up multiple different guides on how to teach Latin. And amo is literally always used as the case example of a first conjugation verb. And all first conjugation verbs follow the same pattern as amo.
Okay.
There are some irregularities, but for the most part, it's amo. They follow this case.
So does that mean that like the terminology like love is used quite liberally in Latin writing and Latin language?
Not necessarily. It just
no?
the words that are also other verbs that are first conjugation verbs follow the exact same structure when you are conjugating them. So we'll go into it just a little bit. So first conjugation patterns.
Okay, because like compared to something like Japanese, I'm pretty sure like the terminology like love is used very, very, very rarely as a describing word.
Yeah. Daisuki.
Daisuki. Okay, so key vowel at the end of the stem.
Yeah, is A. So the base word is amo.
Amo.
And then every time you conjugate it into a different case and different number, you add an A on the end, and then you add the ending on top of that. So amo, if you want to say so you know the word is amo. If you want to say that in third person plural, you take off the O, add an A, and then you add the NT at the end.
I see.
So it becomes amant, which means they love.
Amant.
Yes. And so when you recognize this pattern that, oh, this is a first conjugation verb, like amo, you now are able to conjugate every single first conjugation verb there is. So
what categorizes something as a first conjugation verb? Like I
actually don't. It's so I believe it's how they how certain parts of the word are conjugated is then grouped into like groups. So using this pattern of amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatis, amant. Let's fill in the blanks.
I read the deep hand. Okay.
Yes. So we have the term here, intro, which means I live.
I live.
So do you remember the pattern?
It would be intro, intras.
Exactly, correct.
Intrant.
It would be intras and then intrat. I'm not going to use any of the funky thingies. So you live. He, she, it lives.
And then it was intramus?
Exactly.
Intramus.
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 We live.
Intis?
Not quite.
Not in. It's. In tit? In. Because it's got a T. It'd be like in. Intratus.
Exactly correct. Well done.
Intratus, because it's an A's added there.
Yes.
It's not just a T.
Yes.
Intratus, and then intratus, intratant.
Almost.
Intratant. I'm not sure. Because it's a at sound.
So it's essentially you take the O and you add ant at the end.
So it's entrant.
Entrant. Yes.
Entrant. To entrant. I see.
Yes, perfect.
Inter.
Yeah.
Entrant.
Yeah, there you go. Now, instead of starting from the base of the word, let's start with the second person plural of celatis or celatis. Celatis. So what do you need to take off of celatis to get the first person singular?
Hello?
Exactly, correct. It is kalo.
Hello?
Which means I hide. So from this, what would second person singular of kalo be? It would be kalas.
It'd be kalas.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have the addition of the A sound.
Exactly.
So kalant.
Kalat. Which means
Kalat.
he, she, it hides. And now for the plurals.
Kalatis? No, kalamas. Is it kalamas?
It is kalamas, correct?
Kalamas and then kalant.
Exactly. Well done, Jets.
I feel like I'm doing what I did. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm doing what I did to get through all of primary school, which is actually not really cool anything, but be really good with like word association and.
Yeah. No, this is literally it. This is literally it. Once you know the pattern, you can conjugate every single first conjugation verb, and that most of them do follow the rules. So there's different conjugations. We'll get to some of them in a little bit. But do you want to do the last one, which is portant, which is he, she, it?
Porto.
Exactly. Well done.
Yes!
Well done, Jess.
I'm being praised so much, it's so embarrassing.
No, you're literally, like, you're picking this up really quickly, so good job.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
what would second person singular be?
Proto, protas.
Exactly.
Proto,
Well done.
protas, protant. Protamus.
Exactly.
Protis and proant.
Portatis
Potatis.
and portant.
Portant.
Yeah,
Protant.
that's the shit. You got it all correct. Well
I'm
done.
Latin Joseph.
You are Latin Joseph.
Wait, what's good in Joseph? So what's good in Latin?
Bonus.
Bonus. I'm Latin bonus. Which means good Latin.
Yeah.
Latin bonus.
Or it would be like Latina bonus.
Latina bonus.
We carry.
Bona Latina.
You carry.
Latina bongus.
They carry. There you go. Good job. Good job, Jess.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we won't go into it too much, but speedrunning the other conjugations, and this is what makes them different. There are irregularities in each of the conjugations. Not every single one in each conjugation follows the pattern, but this is generally how it works. So second conjugation, the stem ends in an E, and it adds an EO in the first person present indicative. So habeo is singular for I have. So it becomes habeo, habes,
Habeo.
hebet,
Habes.
habemus, habetis, habent,
Habent.
which is I have, you have, he, she, it has. We have, you have, they have. Yeah.
It's an E instead of a
Yep. E instead of an A. That's literally the difference. And so there's a whole group of verbs that fit with this pattern as well. In third conjugation, so this actually has a variable short stem vowel, so it ends in either E, I, or U. So, for example, the term or the word scribo, which means I write, is scribis, scribit, scribimus, scribitis, scribunt.
Scribunt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so that's that. And then fourth conjugation always ends with stems ending in the long I or the E sound. So, skio, skis, skit, skimus, skitis, skiunt, which is I know, you know, he, she, it knows, we know, you know, they know. It's
And so
really, yeah, go for it.
Am I pronouncing that correctly? It's
Ski, ski,
Ski?
yeah, skio,
Gio.
skio.
Oh, it's like a weird pronunciation.
Yeah, there's
like
actually a Greek island that's called Skio.
Gio.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically, you can probably tell by now, Latin is very handily broken up into very straightforward patterns. And so not only is it a very concise language because you merge essentially case plus number into one word, it's also following a very easy to follow set pattern. But yeah, that's conjugations of verbs. We'll move on very quickly now to the rest, which is nouns, pronouns, adjectives.
Okay. I'm forcing myself not to tangent right now.
That's okay.
Because beforehand, when you said bona, I was like, wait a minute, I know bona, and it's like I know bona from parlare, which is also technically a dead language, which does adopt things from Latin, and also Pig Latin and like reverse languages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Parlare is like really interesting because it was used by gay men in Britain throughout the 30s to the 70s when it was out, like it was illegal to
homosexuality was illegal.
homosexual in Britain at the time. They basically invented a language to communicate, which is called parlare, and it uses Latin and Italian a lot in it, which is like really interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really
I only
cool.
know that because Morrissey. Anyway,
yeah, no, that's okay.
It's like a Morrissey album uses parlare a lot in it, and that's why I was like, ooh, and I looked into it. It's very, it is like, but it's a completely dead language.
Yeah. So bonus when used to describe someone because bona, which is probably why you know it.
Yeah,
or the way that you know.
Because
so a good woman would be like
bona.
Bona Pella. Paler. But I forget what I might be thinking of the good daughter. Anyway.
Because the album by Morrissey is called Bonner Drag, and that means good face.
Yeah.
Because Bonner is good, and then drag is like an appropriation of like a queer like drag, which indicates makeup, and then there's many layers to it. They had a lot of really, really funny terminologies for police that are very, very British.
Of course they did.
That's like my favorite part about it is the hilarious. Like there's like 20 different ways to say coppers without talking about the police. Yeah. And a lot of them are very comedically British.
Of course they are.
Sorry. Nouns,
no, it's okay.
pronouns, adjectives.
Yes. Okay. So, as verbs are grouped into conjugations, nouns, pronouns, and adjectives are grouped into declensions. So, to decline a noun, pronoun, adjective is to provide the endings that reflect the case, gender, and number of that word. So, as we were doing with verbs, it was the person and the number. With nouns, pronouns, adjectives, you do the same thing essentially, but instead of just pronoun and instead of number and person, it's gender, case, and number. And so in Latin, there are 3 genders when it comes to the language. There is masculine, feminine, and neuter. And then also, because you probably understand what number means, so singular, plural. Cases in Latin. So there's nominative, which is the case of the subject. So you know how at the start we were dealing with the sentence, we learn Latin.
Yes.
So we would be the subject, which means it is nominative. Vocative.
The subject, we.
Is the case of address.
So learn.
No, so accusative would be the case of the direct object. In that sentence, the direct object is Latin.
Latin, okay.
Vocative is the case of address, so it'd be like when you are talking to someone. Yeah. Yeah. So if I was talking to someone, it would be like, you, Jets. That would be your name would be in the vocative.
Okay.
Genitive is the case of denoting possession, the of case. Dative is the case of an indirect object, the to or for case. And then ablative is the case for the object of certain prepositions, the by, with, from, in, or on case, essentially. But what about the definite article? We're not going to touch on that, sorry. There's too much to go through.
No.
There's too much to go through. Okay, so we actually used the word historia before.
Yes.
So historia is a first declension noun. This genitive is historiae. And so when you break down a noun into its declension, you break it into all of the different cases, and you might see a pattern already.
Yes.
You might see a pattern already. So historia, historia, historiam, historiae, historiae, historia. Historiae, historiae, historias, historiarum, historiis, historiis. Or is, it should be historis. Historiis. So yeah, there's already patterns emerging, just like with the declensions with nouns, with verbs. There are declensions, not just like with conjugation patterns. There are patterns in the declensions. So Latin is all about patterns. It's all about patterns. It's very easy to learn. Once you know a few of each declension of nouns, you know all of them. You know how to do declensions of every single verb in that declension group. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense.
It makes sense. My brain's just like, oh, if you actually had to learn this, all the memorying for nothing. All the remembering for nothing.
Yeah. So yeah. The suffix indicates the case and number to the reader, and therefore the function it serves in a purpose. So you know, so you know how it was like, oh, amamos is we love.
Yes.
So in this case, when you're saying, oh, so I see the sentence, it has historiam in the sentence. That means I know that history is the subject of the sentence. Something is being done to history.
What are they doing in history? Can history point on this chart where history touched history?
So obviously
can history point out
obviously
on the chart where it was touched? What was happening to history, Cleo?
Obviously as yes, okay, very funny, Jets, very funny.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So obviously, like, you need more information than just that. I was just using the example.
Yeah,
But if you saw historiam in a sentence, you know, oh, okay, that's the subject of the sentence or the direct object of the sentence. That means the other noun in the sentence is the object doing something with the verb to history. So it would be like, Jets learns Latin.
Did thing to that.
Yes. So jets would be the nominative. The verb would be in the first person present active, present indicative active. And then, it would be second person. My bad. Second person present indicative active. And then his story, or Latin, for example. So yeah. And if we took the previous sentence before, which was Cleo historiam amat, and changed our subjects and objects around, what would it be?
We changed them around?
Yes, so if we change the subject and the object around, so instead of the sentence being Cleo loves history, it could be history is loved by Cleo.
History is loved by Cleo.
Yes.
Then
so
it would be not nominative.
No, it would be nominative.
It would be nominative?
History would be in the nominative. So historia.
Because it's having something done to it.
Yeah.
Okay, nominative. So historia. So history is loved by Cleo, then it is nominative.
This is passive voice, yes. So this is just an example of showing how sentences in Latin can change. So they don't normally use you don't normally use passive, but it is a way to demonstrate how sentences can change but retain the exact same meaning.
Because it's the position of what that is being actions being done to the word.
Yeah. So it's the way the word is declenched. I don't actually remember the term for it. Sorry. So history goes from, instead of being the accusative case, it goes to being the nominative case, because it becomes the subject of the sentence. Cleo then becomes the object of the sentence, which means Cleo becomes the accusative case. Cleo actually doesn't change based on because Cleo is a Latin word. It is a Latin name, so it does actually have declensions.
Oh, because it's a name, so it abides by the rules of that. Does that mean that like other contemporary names would have to be changed in some way to apply the
I think
rules
you would. I actually don't know how it
would you be able to put
potentially
like these words onto like West would be able to?
I don't know enough about Latin or remember enough about Latin to know if you could do that. Potentially yes, but also you have to remember that modern names in the Western world often have etymology in Latin. So
I guess
Jean would be
because it's French.
Yeah, so it'd be French, and then you get the original etymology from Jean, which is probably something maybe in Latin, in which case you would just use that instead of it. So if you had, if you had, what would it be? What's a good example? Peter would be pater.
Patre.
Yeah. So you would declense Peter in following, well, whichever, I don't know, it wouldn't be first declension. It would probably be second declension.
Petrus?
Petrus, yes.
Petrus.
Oh yeah, pater is father, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be so Petrus would be
all the way back.
Yeah, so if we follow what we just learned here,
yes,
we can go into serwa, which is in the same declension. So it is first declension feminine, meaning slave girl. So serwa, serwa, serwan, seroe, seroe, seroa, seroe, seroe, seroas, seroarum, serois, serois. So, following this pattern, this pattern, Jets, do you want to try and declench mensa, which
mensa.
is
Because it's got
table.
It's not you. It's a.
Yeah.
Does this change the way it declenches a little bit, or is it still like mensa,
So
mensam?
You can follow this exact pattern.
Yeah,
if you want to. Yes.
Okay. So it's mensa, mensam, mense, mense, mense.
Yeah, you say a lot of the same thing. Yeah.
Mensarum, mensis, and mensis. So when it comes to that, it's the same pronunciation. It's just like when you would write it down. That's when it would be changed?
Yeah, it's basically how you use that word in the sentence changes how you spell the word, essentially. Yeah.
And so that's like kind of like the where's thing, where it just sounds the exact fucking same, but it's spelled differently depending on what you're referring to.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're dealing with the table as the subject or the object of the table, or if you're walking towards a table, or if you're moving away from a table, or if you order a table to do something, basically, all those different ways of interacting with the table changes the way you say the word table.
Yeah.
But the difference is very small.
So I'm gonna say this is why Latin sucks, but like, bro, it's the same. We have this shit in English. Whereas, weren't, were not. Like, it's just conjuncting and changing and abbreviating and the same word to mean a bajillion things. Yeah. There's, there is, there's, whomst.
Yeah, but you basically
whom is.
You got this all right, correct?
Wherever, where is, yeah.
You got this completely right.
Language.
English is very silly, yes. Everyone should learn Latin.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring it back.
Yeah, let's bring it back, guys. Okay, so there are 5 different declensions. We've basically just touched on the first one, which basically all of them end with a, and then the genitive form ends with a, and this is basically how you identify each one. So if you see a noun, pronoun, or adjective that ends in us or then you know it is a second declension and it is typically masculine, and the genitive ends in I. The third declension is a complete mess, so let's just move on. The Latin, so in the fourth declension are generally masculine or less commonly feminine. In us or neuters in u, and this is where a lot of loanwords from Greek come into play, which includes my name. And so the fifth declension is generally feminine genders ending in es with a genitive in I or e after a consonant, and that is usually referred to like gods and stuff. It's normally like the important stuff in society, like gods and stuff. And so yes, as I've hinted before, my name is actually a proper Latin noun. So you can actually declense clear. It only has singular because you can't have, because the name comes from it's a name, so you can't have 2 Cleos. I mean, you could technically have 2 Cleos. But the original origin is from the goddess or the muse of history. So there's only one of them, so you can only have a singular case for my name. So it's
Miss Cleo.
Yeah.
Miss Cleo.
Yeah.
Miss Cleo, can
Yes,
I use the bathroom?
You can. Guess what? Guess what? This is the second last slide.
I'll quickly run off. I'll be right
go for
back.
it. Go for it.
Miss Cleo, okay, I'll leave my bathroom card. Miss Cleo, I'll be back.
Go for it. Go for it. I hope this has been fun so far, guys. I don't know. Has this been fun? Have you been enjoying it? Is it good? I've been like I said at the start, I'm 100% like super out of date, super out of practice with Latin. So I hope it makes sense. I have had to skip over quite a lot, unfortunately, just so it fits the time constraint. Unfortunately, it is Easter Sunday, so I have to run eventually to go deal with Easter with my family. But I hope you've We should do hag love. So it's that would be a nos amamos or oh, what is it? Hang on, let me find the conjugations of anos. Where is it? So it'd be a nos amamos, I think. A nos amamos would be hag love. Hydrate, I've literally run out of water. I'm sorry if I'm sounding very dry today. A nos amamos or a nos amor if you're talking about love as a noun. Yes. A lot of English is based off the old Anglo-Saxon, which is based off, yes, German. Yeah. German technically isn't a Romance language, but yes, I believe there might be some Latin influence, but obviously not to the same sort of impact that the Romance languages like Spanish, Spanish, Italian, and French would have. That sounds like we love anus. That's because it is. When you're saying you love old women, you're saying anos amamos. You're saying you love old women, but it does sound like you love buttholes too.
I still want to know what femboy is.
I don't know what femboy is either. Clear to just Lithuanian? Oh, no.
Lithuanian?
Why? I don't know. Twitch chat's being silly. I need to hit them with a hammer. Bonk them.
Chat, silly sausage yourselves.
Yeah, you're being silly sausages. Well, some of you are. Some of you. Silly sausage each other. Oh, that sounds a bit sus. Let's not go there. But yes.
This is why we need to know the term femboy, so chat can silly sausage each other.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so final slide. I've got some questions for you, Jets.
Okay.
First question.
Yes.
How would you write the slave woman has a pot?
Sarah, slave woman, so
I've given you the
pot.
So these
has a pot.
These words are the base form of each word. So what
and then
do you recognize? Yeah.
Conjunction.
Yeah. Do you recognize what sort of cases or number these or number or person this is? So if it's the slave woman,
yeah.
What person is that? Do you know what person
singular,
is?
So it'd be
singular.
Sarura.
So it would be singular, but what person is it? Because this is the slave woman. It is not you. You are not the slave woman.
Oh, so it's not singular. It's the referring to Sarura.
So it is singular in that it is a single slave woman, but it's not first person.
Saluras.
Where is it?
Salurat.
So it would be Sarua. Yeah.
Sarua.
Yeah.
Sarura. And then it's the one was to have. It was haben. Sarura.
Habeo.
Habeo.
So it's second person of habeo.
Habeo. Sarura. Habeas.
Use card just resubscribed for 3
they
months.
have haben.
Really love I am learning a lot. And it is
You're getting a bit
fun.
further away.
Thank you
I'm
very
getting further away.
Yeah.
She has it. So it's habant. It is habaz. Habant.
Actually no, wait. You were right. It's not. It's not second person. It's third person. Haha.
Yeah.
I'm being stupid.
Saluras habant.
Habet.
Saluras habent.
Habet. Because habent is plural. So habet.
Oh, habent.
I was the stupid one. Yeah, there we go.
Saluras habent. And then what was the final word?
Aula.
Saluras habant alur.
Aula.
aula. I think it'd just be aula, right?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Saruvas habent.
Actually, no, it would be technically a little bit different, but for the sake of this, I'll just say it is aula. It'd be like aulam because it's the subject. So it'd be if we follow this term, so it'd be the accusative. So it'd be aulam. So see how it says seruam?
Aulam.
Yeah. So it's
the accused.
Yeah.
It's the accused in the sentence.
Yes. So it'd be serua habet aulam.
Sarua habet aulam.
Yes.
Huh. And so then the next one is we study in
The house. So yes. So what case is we? What case and number is we?
We is multiple.
So yeah, plural.
Plural. So it'd be like, studeo
Close.
It's the longer one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a almas.
Yeah.
It's almas. We almas.
Studemas.
Emmas. So amas. In, which is in.
Yep. In is in.
Almas in, and then
Edibus.
edibus. Edibus.
Yep.
Amas? No, it's just adibus.
It's just Edibus. Yeah.
Adibus.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see.
Studemas in
Studimas.
Edibus. We
Edibus.
study in the house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Ryusuke, thank you very much for resubscribing, by the way, sorry.
Primer. Nice.
Really love I'm learning a lot. It's very helpful. Thank you very much. It's very fun. Thank you. And
That's
Reina
awesome.
Durant, thank you for following as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this.
I'm glad. I never thought about the fact that there would be people in your community probably studying ancient history who probably have to do this as part of their degree.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably better at it than me, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't touched this in like 4 years properly. So last night and the days before have been just like, oh god, I remember this, and being like, oh fuck.
I like the bit unintentional conclusion of Vashayan has been us kind of becoming people that end up being like an educational Twitch group.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you really think about it.
Yeah.
We all have our own different kinds of things we can educate people about. Even Hana, I mean, she
Yeah.
worked in a sex shop for years, so she does know important
I
things
didn't know
about people.
that.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, I knew about the furry artist.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
Hana is
that.
great.
I
She's
didn't know about
very
the sex
educated.
shop.
Yeah, was very honest, and she worked in a sex store for multiple years.
I'm learning a lot.
She can genuinely educate you about sex objects. It's very hilarious. Just ask her in a chat, be like, Hannah, why do people buy dildos from sex stores? And she'd be like, well, chat, old men have.
Oh, who is Hannah? Hannah is Peach Hannah. Oh, shut up.
Peach Hannah.
Yeah, everyone please follow Hannah.
Yeah, everyone has their own interesting thing they can teach chat about.
There you go. There's the shout out. Everyone please go follow Hannah.
Hannah, cute. Yeah.
Hannah, cute.
If you have questions about why you need to use a certain object, maybe you don't know. She's very educational.
Nice. I will keep that in mind. Okay. Final question. How would you write, they carry the potter full of gold to clear?
Okay. To carry. They carry.
They carry.
That would be pluralist.
Mhm.
They carry potoramus. They carry potorant.
Portant. Yes, correct.
Portant.
Yes.
Portant.
Mhm.
Allurmas.
So do you remember the pot? It was up here.
Yeah, was that allurmas?
So that would be aulan, I think,
Aulan.
because it is the subject.
Ram.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's the direct object. So they carry. So they is the noun.
Allurement.
So the aula,
Aula.
and then because I haven't actually talked about this, but the sentence structure would be, essentially it would be, it would be potant, aula, oram, plenam, plio.
Oh, because it's the pot up there.
Yes, so you would say, instead of saying a pot full of gold, you would say pot gold full is essentially how you would say that. So the word order is a little tricky. Yes.
Pot gold full. It'd be like potoram, arolam, aruram, aruram, palaram, plio. That's a lot of ums.
Okay,
That's a lot of ums.
Potant.
Potant.
Aularum.
Alarum.
Ora or orum. Plenam.
Plalam.
Clio.
Clio. There's a lot of ums.
Yes.
There's a lot of ums in that sentence.
Yes. So they carry the pot full of gold to Cleo. It's close enough. Yeah, we're getting close. But yeah, that was it basically. That was all for today. Hopefully you had fun, Jets.
Yeah, I
Potter is a
can't
place.
believe that's it. I said a couple sentences in Latin. I think I know what they meant.
Yeah. If you
Honestly,
want, I can grab you very quickly. If you want to finish off with more passages. Oh shit.
I would love to. I don't know. Say like today has been nice, or thank you for having me, or thank you.
Okay,
for
I might
letting
actually
me
not
be
know
here.
that. I might not actually know that. I forget what to give thanks is. Ooh.
To give thanks, yeah. To give thanks would be a nice one.
To be thankful.
Or like a bona day. Good day. Good day. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
What's goodbye?
I just say benedictus tibi, which means blessed to you.
Benedictus tibi.
Yeah.
Tibi or tibi?
Tibi.
Benedictus tibi.
Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun.
Boner day.
Boner day. Nice. Yes.
No, this was very, very, very good. I have been meaning I wanna maybe do like obviously some Japanese learning streams because I'm a weeb.
Yeah. I mean we all are, so.
We all are. We are all filthy.
I did see your dog, Daedalus. Yes, I did see your dog.
Hell yeah. But yeah, this has been actually lovely. Thank you for inviting me on. When you were like, does anyone come onto the stream? I was like, I'm available, but do you want me of all people to teach a language to? But I think you've done like a really, really good job of breaking it down, that even so that I was able to grab a few words and understand what they were saying. I'd obviously need a lot more lessons to really gauge it. But
I need
like 3 hours.
Yeah,
incredible.
I need a lot more lessons as well because it's quite literally the blind leading the blind at the moment. In that, like, if there's anything that isn't in these slides that I prepared, I'm like, oh.
No idea.
But yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming to watch. Thank you very much for Jets for coming on very short notice. Like, quite literally, hang on, let me see when I sent that message.
Now I have to go, like, set up separate bank accounts and do budgeting.
Oh, no.
And blah.
Oh, no, it wasn't at the middle of the night. It was literally, like, it was 3 p.m.
Yeah, that was pretty reasonable, actually.
Yeah, I was like, I said, by the way, I'm doing a Latin stream and I realized it'd be super awkward. I'm teaching Latin to a text-based chat. Please help. And yeah, Mako was also potentially going to be able to come, but she had family stuff for Easter.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I actually forgot it was Easter. Like, I completely forgot.
I worked on Friday.
Yeah, like, wait, it's meant to be that day, and it's like one of those things in Australia. It's a big public holiday. People often do like
it's a
lots
4-day weekend.
I've not an Easter egg or Easter chocolate. Have you?
I think my parents have lint bunnies.
Oh, I'm kind of jealous.
I'm looking forward to it.
Myself some pasta and also got myself a singular chocolate bar, and I was like, yep, that's a treat for me.
Yeah, Monday's a public holiday as well.
Yeah, Monday's a public holiday. At the moment, I'm like debating whether or not like I stream on Monday. I was like, do I do the good, responsible adult thing of not working on public holidays because that's a treat, or do I stream anyway because I have an addiction?
I know what I would pick because I also have an addiction. I've noticed you definitely like your stream lengths have started elongating even more and more.
Ever since I've not been doing studying, it has been a creeping slow,
8-hour jets. 8-hour jets. 8-hour jets.
slow
Soon we shall both have.
Me
We shall both have.
Latin. Then it's you can put me like in a pentagram. 8 hours, 8 hours.
I mean, this is a very short stream by my standards.
It is, yeah. So even for me, this would be a short stream.
Yeah.
I always find it crazy when I'm like, oh, 4 hours, so short, and someone's like, what? 4 hours is a stream. And I remember Holo Live and
it's like 2 hours is like their average.
I just don't get it. I talk for one of those hours, and then my outro is like 20 of those minutes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like, and I mean, like Holo Live as well is like, oh, they'll play the game for an hour, and then they'll be like, oh, time for super chats. It's like,
boggles my mind.
Huh? But I guess that's how coppers work.
It's a different way, yeah. Of course.
Props to them. Anyway, I guess we should wrap things up.
I can head off if you want to spend time with your community, or if you want me to hang around for the raid. Let me know what you're comfortable with.
You can hang around with the raid. I'll see who we can raid. I don't know who's on.
Isn't there like a big like in America? There's like anime cons happening, so everyone's offline.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people post about it, and then I'm like, get jealous a little bit because we don't have any kinds of anime conventions in Australia.
We have like
like,
Supernova.
I was wondering
and
maybe
Comic-Con and PAX.
I was literally gonna say I was wondering maybe next year we could all go to PAX. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it because there's like a big Twitch booth that only partners can get into.
Oh, do you mean like TwitchCon?
No. At PAX, they have a big PAX like.
Oh, is it at PAX? I thought there was a TwitchCon Australia.
Is there a TwitchCon Australia?
Or is it at PAX? I have no idea. Anyway,
maybe
this
it's
is
at
probably
PAX. Yeah, this is a whole different thing.
It
But I
is.
was getting jealous of all the cool Americans going to that cool thing. And I'm like, we don't have that as much.
We can go in the foam pool thing and
we can go into the
break our back.
The tumbler ball pit.
Yeah, and then go I'm fucking dead because there's no actual padding at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was fucked. Anyway.
Yeah, Supernova is sci-fi. That's not really like Twitch streaming stuff. PAX is more video games, which makes more sense, but it's not even that big. It's like I went for the first time like last year, and it's just one room. Anyway, you've got things to do.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh god. Oh, Hazmat. That's a bit awkward. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid.
Welcome, raiders. Welcome in.
I'm literally about to end. Thank you so much.
To end the stream. Welcome in, guys. You
Welcome.
can do a piggyback raid.
You raided into an ad. Oh god.
No.
Oh god. So you can't even see what you can't even hear what we're saying. Yeah, we're about to end. Oh, okay, I do have some little preamble to do. If you guys don't wait for the shout out to end. Please follow Jets, Gene Famous.
Oh yeah,
a lovely student here today. Everyone, I mean, I'm sure like we have like an absurd amount of audience overlap. It's like 40-something%.
Also in the about section, you can click a thing. It just like shows us and when we're live and what we're doing.
Oh, you can hear now. Okay.
As a team.
How was your stream, Hazmat? I hope it went well. Sorry, we're literally just about to end. What was it? Meteor Maker? I don't. That sounds scary.
Meteor Maker.
I've never heard of it.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh wait, there's a cooldown on the shoutouts. Fuck me. It went well, no worries. That's okay. I have to wait a minute. Okay, Jets, I'm sorry for the discount shoutout.
No, that's okay. It's fine.
Follow Jets. Follow Jets.
They know where I am. They've already clicked on my face.
Follow
Hi.
Jets. Oh, it's an FPS Mario Maker. Oh, that's cool. That sounds very cool.
Oh.
That does sound very cool.
Cool.
Build base. Interesting. Okay, I was going to raid. I did see that like Pippa was finally streaming on Twitch, but it might be a bit uncouth to raid her, like because I normally she normally when she does stream on Twitch, I was like, I'm still streaming. I'm not going to end the stream now to just raid her. So let's raid Claudia.
You can raid Pippa if you want to.
We could.
I don't really know much about the girls from FaZe Connect at all, but yeah, you could totally raid Pippa.
We could raid Pippa. I mean, she has a new outfit. I kind of want to see what it is.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's doing karaoke. So.
Oh, if it's a special event, that's always amazing. It's always amazing to raid into special events. I feel like that's a really wholesome thing to do.
Okay, we'll raid Pippa. I guess this is like my one chance because I never actually get to raid her.
You a Pippa simp?
I think she's funny. She's quite funny.
I really didn't know much, and I think I do know one of the girls, the one with the blonde hair, Lumi. She rated me before. Her community was absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
They were really sweet.
I've had nothing but amazing interactions with all of Phase Connect so far. So.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll raid Pippa.
Yeah.
This is like
What's
my
your
one
raid
chance.
message?
Oh, I don't actually have like a set raid message. Most of the time, it's normally something related to the stream.
Do you just spam like squibbies? Squibby raid.
Yeah, something like that. We could do I don't know, learning Latin stream.
Learning Latin stream. That's kind of cool.
Learning Latin
with squibbies.
And then squibbies, yeah.
Yeah.
There is like one phrase that is called nunc est bibendum, which means now we drink. Which I'm gonna go.
Bibendum?
Yeah, nunc est bibendum. Which is basically just like, it's time to drink, yar! And then everyone says nunc est bibendum. So you could say that, but we just leave it as that. Because like, someone's gonna see nunc est bibendum and be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's gonna get auto-modded because they're gonna think you're like saying horrible things.
Potentially.
Thank you everyone for hanging out today.
Thank you everyone for coming, guys.
Thank you for having me on, Cleo. It's been really fun.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Jets.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming in chat. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the resubscribes. Thank you for the bits. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter.
Eat the chocolates and then get the chocolates when they're cheap and sale. Yes. Get them all. You get like one day to get them before they throw them all out. Grab them. They're all yours.
Yeah.
The chocolates in the Woolies are free for you to just steal. No.
Yeah. Okay, raid's going through now. Bye. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye. Wiggle. Ah.